Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Castle Falkenstein, a game of high adventure in the Steam Age, with David Larkins as the host. Now we're on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. That would have been a great way to start it.
It would have.
No.
Oh, well.
Sorry, you missed out, people.
That was the funniest thing we've ever said.
The funniest thing I've ever said.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, yes, here we are. We're gathered here today.
Oh, man.
Attempting to squeeze some fun out of this existence. Right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
No, that's what we're trying to do.
That's what
Ultimately.
we're trying to do.
It's an attempt.
Not even a very good one on my part, but I'm here.
Well, no, that's not true. I don't believe that's true.
Oh my god. For some reason that specifically reminded me of, I think it's a part in like Little Women where they're talking about like an old dried out lime trying to like extract their beastie.
I don't remember that.
Of life.
Oh my god.
It was like a brief.
Yeah. Just a little throwaway moment.
Yeah.
Funny.
I just
good.
reread it.
Good
So whatever. Yeah, I have all kinds of nostalgic feels.
That's a good
Okay, so,
Speaking of nostalgic feels.
yes, exactly.
Markets.
There we
Yeah,
go. Okay. What? All right, so as we touched on last week, the game revolves around playing cards.
What?
Yeah.
There's no dice.
No dice.
Nope. Dice for cats.
No dice.
I didn't like I was like, oh shit, I have to get my stuff together. I was like, oh
No,
you
you're
don't.
good.
Yeah.
You're good.
No stuff.
Yeah, the overall approach is very weird, including their recommended approach to adventure design. So we're all kind of winging it here.
Very good.
We're all figuring it out as we go along. So, this game uses one deck of cards called the Fortune deck, which is your standard deck of cards.
Wait, what kind are you using?
These are Reproduction Civil War era
Okay.
playing cards.
All right.
All right,
It's
so
not very period, David.
1860s? Year's 1871. Close enough.
Yeah, we're not even in America. What's your problem, dude?
Far.
Fine, I will find some European cards from 1870.
No, you will not. No.
I'm sure they make them somewhere.
Anything to please my players.
That's right. Anyway, and then there's a second deck called a sorcery deck, which can also be a deck of playing cards, but I have chosen to use a tarot deck instead. So whenever anyone casts sorcery, which I think would
And
just
that's
be...
just ye olde Rider-Waite.
Yes, Rider-Waite.
Cardi
Yeah,
tarot.
which is also not historically authentic, but screw it.
Damn it, David.
Wow, what the heck,
With the
man?
plaid on the back? Yeah.
No, this was designed in 1905
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Just making fun of it.
How dare you? How dare you?
Dare you?
Anyway, so everybody gets a hand of 4 cards dealt from the fortune deck. So go ahead.
Can we
and
shuffle
deal yourself.
ourselves?
From the top?
If you want to cut it or shuffle it before you do it, and deal it
shuffle
from
it.
wherever you
I
want.
think I'll cut it.
Doesn't matter.
Aha, so there.
These are authentic in the fact they don't have rounded corners, so they can be a little stabby.
Ow! I guess.
Stabby, stabby.
There you go.
All right.
Yes, they're authentic.
There's more behind that.
You're 4. You good?
Yeah.
All right, I don't
Authentic
want our
stabbing.
hands to run into each other.
Not with those stabby cards.
No, exactly.
One hand brushes against another. All right.
Oh, we turn them over?
Hey,
Oh, I
look
looked
at
at
'em.
mine. Okay, good.
Oh yeah. Pick a card and place the rest back in the deck without looking. Thank you.
Oh,
Alright, I am shuffling.
gold foil?
Yeah.
That's fancy.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really
Alright.
sturdy.
Oh, scratches. Fun.
Wow. Oh, these are so
really nice.
fancy. I
Yeah.
forgot how fancy these are.
Mm-hmm.
Now we were wrong to doubt you. We were wrong to doubt you.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Gandalf of this group. Always being doubted.
Okay, so you're the Gandalf. Now let's.
What is that?
Oh no, you're gonna
We're gonna
start.
leave it at that.
We already cast as Jurassic Park. Who are as Jurassic Park characters?
Yes, we did.
We'll move on.
Helpful. And then.
I don't think we did all of
hell?
this.
We didn't.
No.
It's okay.
I'll
live.
It was voluntary.
Yes.
It was self-voluntary.
I've only seen the first.
Yeah. I've
Loader.
seen, I think, the second one.
I saw the first two.
First two, that's
First
it.
two, yeah.
And then I was scorned, and then
You were scorned.
I was pissed. It sucked, and I was like, I'm not going back to that franchise ever again.
I was little enough that I was like so into it.
I figure, yeah.
I think I was
There's got to be a generation gap there,
Definitely.
for sure.
The first one was fun.
Because I was in high school when the first one came out.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
Yeah.
And then the first one also, like the riff tracks, is hilarious for it.
Oh, yeah, with Weird Al.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Absolutely. Thank you. And then I get
You're
a...
Gandalf, and then
Oh, God.
Alright.
who am I? I'm Aragorn.
I think we can all agree that Shimp is probably Legolas.
I can't picture him surfing down a shield, though.
Yeah,
No.
okay, no, never mind.
Yeah.
No, he's one of the
Hobbits.
like humans. Oh, maybe he's one of the hobbits.
This is way too complex for
Yeah,
this.
I can't get into it.
Well, I'll
I
start an
don't know.
email thread tonight. All right, so anyway.
Oh God, no, please don't.
Anyway, so I also get a hand of 4 cards that I can use with my adversarial characters.
Oh, awesome.
Kind of like Savage Worlds with its GM bennies and the player bennies, you know.
Yeah.
I love bennies.
I know, I missed that.
Those are fun.
That's
So-
why I pay you $13 an hour.
Oh my god.
So,
Remembered.
yes, indeed. All right. So the way it works is that suit matters and value matters. So suits are.
Okay, I should write this down.
That's probably,
Damn it.
I did write it down. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay. So for suits.
Oh my God. That was not. Was that necessary?
Yes, it was.
God damn it, Strauss. All right. So
What's up, everybody?
Adding sound effects to their music. Well,
he was ahead of his time.
can you imagine?
He was the Pink Floyd in the 19th century. All right. So.
Laser stress.
Lisa Strauss. You may be onto something.
I know.
All right, so
So one ticket.
all right. So suits match the nature of the thing that you're doing.
Sure.
Okay. So clubs, for example, are physical tasks, right?
Wait, clubs. All right.
Spades are social and status related.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm jumpy. What's wrong with me?
B vitamin? I should be vitamin.
Maybe I need a bee.
Maybe.
Or too many bees.
No, I haven't had any bees in a while.
See?
Diamonds.
What?
Diamonds are.
I was like in my own little like,
And he came back in on that line.
What?
All right.
Diamonds or what?
Diamonds are mental and
Forever.
intellectual activities.
Oh. They're also forever.
And hearts, as you may well guess, are emotional and romantic activities.
Romance.
So, what you need is to be able to play a card from your hand
Yeah.
to accomplish a specific task.
Okay.
All right.
So the higher the suit, the more effective you are?
Yes, although it's really you're trying to hit a minimum. Now, if you can play a high suit, then that could certainly be, I'm willing to kind of play a little fast and loose in terms of critical success or whatever. Like if you have a King of Hearts, you can play that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
sense.
Yeah, let's.
Wait, does it go king down? Is ace counted as one?
Ace is high.
Ace is high.
Ace is
Yeah,
high.
baby. All right. That's all I needed to know.
I miss you guys every week. Really, truly.
Got Dean Martin at the table tonight. Ace is high, baby.
Baby.
All right, so
I wish I had a good Dean Martin impersonation. I don't.
I was pleased.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, what you're looking for is to be able to have a card in your hand that matches the suit of the task that you're performing.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, then let's see here. Then the next best thing is to just play any value
Okay.
card. So if I say you need a 4 of hearts and you have a 4 of spades,
Play it.
you're going to play it, and it'll be a partial success. Okay.
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 Would
Right.
that affect it in a way so if you're
Does it
like,
have to match though? Where if it's calling for a 4, it has to be a 4?
No, 4 or higher.
Okay, as long as it's higher then. Okay.
Yeah.
But only a partial success.
Exactly.
Okay.
So do the suits, like,
Good.
if the suits are, like, so if you use spades instead of hearts, does that impact the action in a way that you're like, well, it's not exactly like hitting it in a romantic way, but socially it hit it in this way?
Yeah, basically. Let's see here.
So you
Failed
want...
with romance, but you won over with physical?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Got
Right?
you in a headlock. Got you like that. Let's see here.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got it slightly backwards. I'm thinking about sorcery. I'm sorry. Let's back that up a little bit.
Alrighty.
So, you have to play the suit to get a success.
All right.
Playing the suit plus the value equals a partial success. Now, exceeding to higher levels, that's how you get your full success or your high success.
But it does have to be the same suit.
It does have to be the
But
same
if you
suit.
don't have it,
Then you fail.
that's bullshit, because...
I call shenanigans.
I do, because, like, so you only have these 4 cards for the whole...
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
The pool that we start with.
this is what you start with, exactly.
And then as we play, we can pull more cards.
Exactly. So fortune cards may not be discarded. They must be used to perform a feat of some type. New cards are gained every time a card is used to perform a feat. Used cards are shuffled into the fortune deck immediately, and a new card is drawn for the next turn.
So the fortune deck is the
Our
regular
guy
playing
right here,
cards.
yeah.
The sorcery deck are the tarot cards.
That's
And
right.
that's the one where you can use a different suit
Yes.
for partial success. Okay.
Yes. Although it
Doesn't
causes
apply.
shenanigans of its own.
Sure.
So, yeah. So face cards are considered to have values. So you look at the value of your card that you're playing, right? Face cards are considered to have values. Jacks are 11, queens are 12, kings are 13, aces are 14. Jokers are wild. Automatically have a face value of 15 in any suit the user desires.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
Wait, what was that?
Joker?
Joker has the value of...
Of 15 in any suit you wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Show wild card.
That's right.
Yes, exactly.
No wild card.
So basically, the way it works is if you meet or exceed the minimum value, that's partial success. If if what you play is half again more than your minimum, so if you needed a 4 and you play a 6 or better, that's a full success.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Wait, repeat. You're really going through this very fast.
We can play it, though, too.
I know, but it's just like...
I know, I'm like, I can't even hold on to it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to just do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're gonna have a target number. Playing that target number higher is automatically a partial success. Half again or more higher than that target number is a full success.
Okay.
Double your target number is a high success.
So...
Like a crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Yep. And then there's other times where if you're doing a contest against somebody, you'll just be basically matching your 2 abilities, and you'll both be attempting to succeed at the ability and beat the other person's total.
Okay.
So you might both succeed, but the other person plays a higher card. They ultimately beat you. You know.
Okay.
Yep, that's about it.
Excellent.
So that still counts like if your target number was say lower than theirs, and so you say got a critical success, but theirs is higher.
Yeah, actually, it's not numeric. It's the nature of the success. So
Okay.
if you score a high success and they score a regular success, then you win.
Okay. Okay. So it is dependent on like what your respective target
Yes.
numbers would have been.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So what about sorcery cards?
So Jen, you have sorcery, do you?
I'm a dragon. I did not choose sorcery. I did not know I could choose sorcery. I have courage, fencing, charisma, comeliness, and I'm poor in tinkering.
Okay. Well, sorcery is certainly something you could pick up as the game goes on, if
All
you
right.
wish. Or if you want to drop out one of those other ones and put in sorcery instead.
Does anyone have sorcery?
No.
I don't.
Should I do that? What now?
No, go on. No, just side note.
Oh.
What's that?
We didn't tweak my character, did we?
Oh yeah, it's not going to take
Maybe
too
you
long.
should do
We'll do it
sorcery
right
because you're... No?
No.
now. Nope.
All right.
In fact, that's
I don't do that.
that's the thing is that fairies are automatically
Oh,
poor
that's right.
at sorcery.
Yeah.
So be sure you note that.
All right. Well, if we need sorcery to be a part of the game, I'm happy to
We don't
give
need
up.
it. No.
All right.
It's
well, then
if you
let's not.
want it, you know.
But I was just wondering about, so we don't encounter the sorcery deck if we don't have those skills.
That's correct.
And that could be a good thing because we were already at sea.
Yeah.
Yes, let's keep it easy for now.
Right,
and-
right.
All right. So yeah, you had fisticuffs at poor. And then the way it works with the fairies here is that you get these other things automatically. Okay, so instead of the way we did it last week, where it's like choose one great, 4 good, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, it's you just get these automatically because fairies are very template oriented. You know.
What do you mean? What?
Well,
They're what oriented?
A fairy is basically just energy in physical form.
Right.
And so when you're pure energy on the other side of the veil, you're not any one thing. But in order to come over into the physical world, you have to assume a form. And because they have no imagination, they have these set templates. So pixie, would be a template.
It's one of those things.
Right.
Okay.
And so you take this range of abilities.
All right, so
I'm going to read them off to you.
Okay. What is it? A lot?
About 10.
Why does she get so many?
Okay.
Because she's a fairy.
Okay, so these would go under good at or great at?
Well, I can...
Do I have to pick?
No.
They're all there.
They're all there. I can read them off.
So are they good, great, or poor?
They're all over the place.
Okay.
So,
alright, so let's go.
do you want me to just read them in order or read them by category?
Category.
Okay. You are excellent, EXE.
I don't have excellent. I have excellent?
You have excellent. You are excellent at stealth.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
makes
that'd be
sense.
fun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be useful.
Okay.
Slip through keyholes and whatnot.
Okay.
Now we're going to get into your fairy abilities here. I wanted to consult with you because I'm willing to swap this out. There's another fairy ability called Healing Touch. Do you want to take that in place of one of your other fairy abilities?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're a doctor?
No,
A healer.
I'm a healer.
Healer.
Yeah.
Okay. So your 3 abilities are Love Charm, Etherealness, and Glamour. Which one do you want to swap out for Healing Touch?
Love, charm, etherealness, and
Glamour.
Glamour. Glamour is the ability to disguise myself, right?
Yeah, create illusions and warp reality.
Etherealness is being able to pass through things.
Yes.
But you've already got stealth.
True. That's true. Yeah, maybe I'll give etherealness up to
Healing Touch.
for healing touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have Love Charm, Healing Touch, and Glamour all at great.
Okay.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Wait, repeat.
Okay.
Love Charm,
Love, charm.
Healing Touch, Glamour.
Okay.
Be sure to spell it the British way.
I will.
Okay. For good, you have Perception and Athletics.
Okay, wait. Perception. Okay, athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the rest of these are all poor.
Okay.
Fisticuffs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physique, Shapeshift, and 2 skills of your choice to be poor.
Sorcery.
Yep.
Oh yay! Wait, no.
And
Okay, yeah.
What else?
Whatever.
I'm really stupid at.
Tinkering?
No, I think it'd be okay.
Be good at that because it's small.
I'd be okay. Sorcery, fisticuffs, physique, and shapeshifting,
Yeah. Got
and
that.
then one other thing. I don't know what they are, so I can't really.
Let's see here. How about... Do you want to be a cowardly pixie? There's courage.
No.
Education.
Yeah, education. I don't know anything about human crap.
Okay. Poor education.
Education.
Human crap.
Yeah, no. I don't have time for that
No,
shit.
I don't. I'm kind of doing other things. So
All right.
yeah, okay. Thank you for that.
Very good. So you're all caught up.
Squared away.
Squirted away. All right. So then had a couple other minor things from last week. So, so the pixie's name.
Oh, my pixie's name is Indigo Air Pearl.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Indigo.
Sorry, that moment where you have like your treasured possession is your little pearl.
My little seed.
I had my little moment.
Yeah. Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
It's just gorgeous.
So you indicated Indigo is kind of summoned into our world by a fairy lady.
Yeah.
I figured in honor of viewing the first folio today, it could be Queen Titania. Does that work for you?
That works.
Okay. She is the estranged wife of King Oberon.
Yeah, duh. I knew that. If you'd read the first folio, you'd know that.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
I didn't have time to read it, okay? All right, so
I'm sorry, Jed.
all right, and then Jade, you said you had a professor as an ally. Do you have any further ideas on who he is or what he does?
Professor X.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, I just totally forgot to think about that guy.
Okay, that's fine.
I have a picture of him in my mind's eye.
I kind of do
really?
too.
Yeah, you know that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. Yeah.
Probably a walrus mustache.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
Little round glasses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, for now, he'll just be the professor, and I think that's perfectly fine.
All right. You want to count?
Your name is Frida.
Yep.
Fionka.
Freida.
E.I. Freda.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Ja.
right.
Fionka.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to go do our who are all of our characters again.
Okay, let's go around the table right now and do that.
So Jade was the Frida, and you're a human, right?
I am a human.
Okay.
You're in the minority.
I know. I'm like, I think it's kind of funny that I'm actually choosing to be human in one of these.
Right. Yeah.
Like, really? Good thought.
German word for walrus is Walross. I was thinking Professor Walross.
German word for walrus is walrus.
Yeah.
Professor Vonross?
Von Ross. Yeah.
why not?
Works. Von Ross. Makes you think of Walross. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, alright.
Good. Anyway,
So my pixie's Indigo Air Pearl
Yep.
in my pixie form.
Oh yeah, when you're formless, you don't
I
have
don't
a
know what I
name.
am. I probably do. It's not pronounceable.
That's cool. I'm a dragon named Josef von Schwab.
I'm a dwarf named Gilles Dutil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I'm great at tinkering, charisma, connections, courage, and social graces.
Connections. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right.
Ronan Lynch
wait.
is not with us. What?
Oh yeah, that guy. The tragic
hero. Yeah. It's the brooding fellow.
I was wondering, Renae, so did your fairy mother not name you a fluffy name, like Snuffleupagus or something like?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Because wasn't that part of the dwarf,
Usually, yeah.
They have, a little fruity-
rain. They have hippie names, basically.
Yeah,
That's
rain,
right. I remember
raindrop,
that.
moonbeam.
But Gilles, fine. Stay with
I have
Gilles.
a feeling Gilles would take that on. I'm not fluffy raindrop. I'm Gilles or whatever.
Something more chic.
Yeah. I don't know. That just pinged in my mind.
Yeah. Huh.
Because I was thinking about the fairy queen and how many weird names that she probably made for her kids, her dwarf and children.
You got your 3 fairy sisters.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining though, I don't know. Is it normal for fairies to be into dwarves, or are they kind of
Being the dwarves.
yeah, just looking I was kind of curious. What's the
Basically, there's fairy ladies, and occasionally they'll fall in love with a dwarf,
okay?
kind of thing.
And I'm assuming it's relatively common because there are plenty of dwarves.
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was I don't know, is there a strained relationship there? Dwarves looked down on by fairies? They're pretty equal, you know?
I think they're more or less equal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, the only indication is that dwarves can be a little sensitive about their names because they tend to be kind of gruff and grumpy, and so if someone wants to make fun of their little moonshadow name or whatever, they're like, ah. And the other thing I forgot to mention last week is that they're also very sensitive about their feet because they're shaped like crow's feet, literal crow's feet.
Crow's feet? Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, that's
So they wear big
Yeah.
brogue-lined boots, and they don't like people
I see.
seeing their
Nobody
feet.
sees the feet.
Yeah.
Oh, how
That's
funny.
weird.
I wonder if you have specially tailored really nice heeled shoes.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Platform
Very,
shoes.
Very stylish.
Find your little crow feet to fit in those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's straight out of Norse mythology, and in some versions I've read, their feet are actually facing backwards,
Oh, wow.
so that if you try to follow a dwarf's
Yeah.
trail, you go the wrong way.
way, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you.
That's weird.
It's like Hermes.
Yeah.
I might change his name again. Is
Okay.
that?
Hey, yeah.
It'd be
no,
the
that's
fifth
fine.
time.
I didn't mean
Okay.
that.
Do whatever you
But it could
want.
also be too he's breaking out into
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
That could be like his street name, but his real
his
name
real
is something
name is
else.
something-
Oh, a Rumpelstiltskin kind of situation.
It's like on the business card.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
I
right.
think like actors do
not-
that all the time.
When
Yeah.
he's at home, who is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What does Henri call him?
You know what, oh,
Oh, that's a good question.
what do his sisters call him? He's the
Oh
actor.
yeah, that's true.
It was just
I'll
something
come
I
up with
thought.
another. Yeah.
A George
Okay.
of many hats.
What does his IMDb profile say?
What the hell?
This is okay.
So delicious.
Yeah, no, this
Movie
is like
star.
crack. I've already eaten like 6. I can't stop myself.
You're good.
It's
That's really
disgusting.
good.
There you go. It's just a Pamela's mix. It's the chocolate chip, gluten free. It's really easy to make.
It's good.
And dairy free.
It's too easy.
There's gotta be coconut in there, right?
I put some little coconut flakes in there, but they kind of
Oh no, they're in
subsumed.
there. They're in there.
A little bit. Yeah. Walnuts.
Delicious.
So,
And I'm like, cookies to make room for. Damn it.
I have a cheese dilemma I'm gonna need your help with, but we
Oh.
can't do that some other time.
We got this.
cheese dilemma.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Bring it.
it's a cheese
Oh
dilemma.
my god.
Some other time.
No. All right. So, are we gonna play or what? Do we...
No, we're never gonna play this.
The year is 1871.
Wait, what?
Now you're going too fast.
I know. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Slow down.
All
That
right.
doesn't make sense to it, Pixie.
What is a year?
Yeah.
What is this thing you call a year? And the high season is coming to an end. As the
Sad.
as the trees along the Ringstrasse in Vienna begin to turn amber and gold, the Emperor's Grand Ball is scheduled to be held, as it is every year, as the capstone of the social season.
Oh gosh.
You're busy. You're a busy
Yes,
man.
that's
Yeah.
right. Making all
Indeed.
kinds of cool cones and things. for
Indeed.
ladies. Yeah. Yeah. Business is brisk.
What are you even going to wear for this?
Oh.
You haven't even had time to think.
Does-
I have
does it-
plenty. I just can't decide.
Well,
These
furthermore,
coveralls or these coveralls?
you happen to know that Henri Clock Tinker himself will be present at this.
Oh, I have to be there.
The rumor is that he's going to be debuting his latest masterpiece.
Oh wow! I'm so proud.
I'm excited.
As for Indigo,
Oh.
you have come to Vienna as part of the
Entourage?
entourage, thank you, of Queen Titania.
Okay. Cool.
And Freda, you have received a professor. You've received a professor. You've received an invitation from Professor von Ross, who is currently resident in Vienna.
Yes.
He had his +1.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
as one of his favorite students, he invited you to hop on the train
Yeah.
from Hesse. And von Strapp.
Yes.
Just like poked your head out.
As a dragon lord, you would have received an invitation in your own right.
Yeah.
Up to you whether you have come with Gilles or on your own.
Oh yeah.
Since you guys,
Bring a deal.
since you
Yay!
guys
Well,
know
I
each other.
presume we'd go together.
Yeah. We're buds.
Love it.
Okay.
I've got my uniform on with my red epaulette.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's got all these buttons and then one of those
I've got a polish for that.
cords.
Damn, you
that
look
goes
smart.
across.
Dashing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very dashing.
Yes,
On the prowl.
the little gilded cord.
Nice.
So
We're going.
Yeah.
What? Good foot.
here's a map of Vienna. My handouts are very small because the game recommends pasting them into your journal once you've run the adventure. So
Oh, I see.
I had to make them
So
big
you're
enough
limited.
or small enough to. But anyway, pass that around.
Okay.
That's Vienna for you. As you can see, it's kind of a it's kind of an old city center,
Cool.
surrounded by the famous Ringstrasse, that big open area, a massive park.
Neat.
Okay, so all right, this is good, but
Plaza
ultimately it's
right
quite
there, I
meaningless.
guess, and lots of sidewalks. And
It's a city.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's a round city.
Glacis? What's that?
Glasses.
Is that a moat? A river?
It's an embankment basically,
Oh.
and that's what the Ringstrasse is essentially it's the old city walls and Vauban fortresses that surrounded Vienna that they bulldozed basically
Okay.
and turned into a giant park.
Nice. Good stuff.
I'm gonna need that again. Oh well. I'm always thinking of home defense.
You'll be sorry. All right. So,
Yes.
this is, of course, Vienna,
Yes.
1871. And the city is adrift in a cloud of cigarette smoke and whipped cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever since the Bayernese-Austrian victory over the Prussians 5 years ago, the somewhat doddering old emperor, Franz Joseph, has been content to let his empire just sort of drift along, enjoying its prosperities and not expressing any great ambition. And so Vienna is one of the great cultural centers of Europe as a result. Always a good time in the coffee houses of Vienna. And indeed, that is where you are gathered. One of the famous coffee houses of Vienna, which have peppered its
Those
streets
big sheets
for
of paper that are-
hundreds of years. Those would be newspapers.
Oh,
Ah, you card. Okay.
So, somewhat cavernous interiors, that stretch back deep into the buildings with these gas lamps hanging down overhead, providing illumination. Large mahogany bars stretching down one side where you can order your café. And so you have all gathered, for the sake of convenience, in the same coffee shop.
Yay!
Imagine that. You're like, what's this?
And I'm like,
What's this?
"Ooh."
What's this?
I know, this is very strange. Although I do want to make friends that are non-botanical or insects, so I heard that they're like, humans here.
Yes, Queen Titania has given you the day off, and so you're at your leisure to do as you wish.
Ew.
Are you hanging out in like full on pixie form? Are you glamorized into something else?
I think I'm glamorized into something else. So, what can I glamorize into?
Yes, let's take a look at that. See what.
neat.
I'll catch up on some of this reading so I know, and I don't have to depend on you to look this up for me.
Well, addressing this in play is actually the best way to remember it. So.
All right.
That's
Plus,
true.
I'm sure listeners might be
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah. What could I turn into?
The hell are they talking?
Because I don't want to
about?
totally freak out people. I want to be somewhat, look somewhat okay, like normal. Like,
So what's your glamour at? Great. Is it
Yes.
great
Yeah.
level?
yeah.
It's excellent.
Yes. It's
You can.
It is not excellent.
not.
Yeah, you
great.
just have to start
It's
it
great.
excellent.
I did. My stealth's excellent.
Because she had a ton of poor skills that you have to take.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pixies have a
I'm like
template.
1, 2.
Plus the whole cold
5.
iron thing.
Yeah, like
Oh,
5
yeah.
core.
Oh.
5 core skills.
And also, there's cold iron. Your weaknesses are iron, particularly cold iron, i.e., meteoric iron.
Right.
And
Which is ironic, really.
Yeah.
no accounting for folklore. And where are you on this list? Here you are. You are repelled by clothes being worn inside out. Ah!
Oh! But who would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know.
The,
Unfathomable.
the theory on that is that because pixies assume these template forms, they assume everyone else does as well. So when someone puts
That's
clothes on
deep.
inside out, it freaks them out because they're like, you put your skin on
Does
inside
not
out. It's
register.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
It's like the clothes and everything are just part of the skin,
Right.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, it's your costume.
Creepy.
And then
Better not see any backwards baseball caps.
Flip out!
No, it's not.
you're also
Freak.
repulsed by holy symbols, but only when wielded by people of faith.
Okay.
Someone can't just like have a little gold crucifix and it'll freak you out,
Okay.
And then
Only when they're wielded.
Yeah.
Brandished.
and then you are also repelled by salt.
Salt. Mm-hmm. All right then.
Avoid the banquet table.
Yeah. Little bowls of salt. So.
So with the great glamour,
Yeah.
you can do a lot of things.
Hey.
Let's see, you can create plays of light and shadow. You can create shapes and lights and take on seeming of anyone or anything you wish.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So you could be like a coffee cup if you wanted to be.
What?
You can be anything you wish. You could be a coffee cup.
Yeah, like all the big.
You could be an espresso machine.
That's useful
Oh,
to get
gosh,
information,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
You'd be like a
Okay.
master spy.
that's right.
Light, shadow.
I am a fork.
It's like I can't shapeshift, but this glamour is not like shapeshifting.
It's not shapeshifting, no. Because shapeshifting would
right.
actually be a literal cup, and someone could pour coffee into you and drink from you.
But she can look like a
but
cup. If
You can look like a cup on a shelf, but if someone reached for you, they'd be like, "Hey," and
There's no
you'd be
cup.
like, "Hey,
Oh,
let me
okay.
go," you know.
That's flattering.
adorable.
Yeah.
great. But I could.
You can pretend like you're a chair, and then someone goes to sit.
Oh, that'd be so
That's
funny. You could do
slightly.
that all night long.
I know that'd just be fun.
But wait, there's more.
Wait.
Because you're at grade level, you can create huge, realistic illusions like fairy caves, small palaces, etc. So you can do the thing where like somebody steps into a tent and it looks like a giant house on the inside, or any kind of thing
Alright.
like that. Where it's
Okay.
like basically it's real until somebody does something that would make it
Shatter the
explicitly not
illusion.
real.
Tries to interact with it in a way that shatters the illusion.
In a way that shatters the illusion. So, for example, someone could step into a tent and it would look like a house, and they could go lay down on the bed because that wouldn't shatter the illusion.
Right.
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 But if a bear came outside and started like slashing at the tent side, then the illusion would pop. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
But I could turn into a person. I could look like.
You can look like a person. You can look like a thing. Yep.
Right.
like a
So I'm
place.
gonna look like a person. I think I'm gonna look like.
We're at the coffee house.
Yeah.
So if someone tries to shake her hand or something like that, will she? Like,
Let's get into the weeds a little bit. Let's see here.
No, like how real.
That's good to know.
No, how
That's
real
kind
is
of
it?
like the equivalent of maybe like trying to pick up the coffee cup. But
Right.
at the same time,
Right.
but with the
It's
different
like I'm a
shades
person.
of the illusion.
Yeah, person.
Yeah.
That's
was-
true.
So you
Oh,
lay
yeah.
down on the bed in the house.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then touching the hand. If
Yeah.
Is there.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Questions upon questions.
All right. Well,
Well, make the
while I'm looking here,
Just make
let's
the
see.
call.
Well, yes, this has vast implications, though. Here we go.
Oh, all
Glamour.
It does, because I'm,
Okay, etherealness and shapeshifting are personal abilities of the fairy in question. Glamour reflects that fairy's ability to manipulate the outside world. By warping and concentrating their energies in one location, they may call into play items which have a feeling of reality. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, the thermos, the radiator's not on, so it's all good. To classify glamours as illusions is a mistake, since an item created by glamour has all the effects of reality, even if the glamour is recognized as such.
Oh.
A fairy castle still has solidity, a glamoured sword still cuts, and a gold sovereign can be spent as a real one if one's trading partner is unwise.
Oh.
Okay, so that's good to know.
So as
Let's
long
see
as it's
here.
behaving within the bounds of what it looks like and what people are expecting it to do and be, then
It's fine.
it's part
Okay.
of the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone
It's
pays
like
like
the
a
sword.
surprise hug or something like that from behind, like
I think that might be okay.
yeah,
Because they're
Because they would-
expecting
They're expecting
you
to me to be
that
material.
shape. Yeah. Okay.
But what
Because of a
is there
sword
something in my
cut.
yeah?
Okay.
Is there something in my concentration that gets shattered that would make the illusion go away? It's not an illusion or glamour.
Iron and steel will cause glamoured items to melt and fade.
Oh.
Most businesses have an iron plate on the counter to test any coins and bills that are used. When using its shapeshift, to imitate a human, the fairy usually, but not always, uses glamour to create clothing, weapons, and other sundries that may be lost, given away, discarded, or damaged during the masquerade. A fairy may always choose to end a glamour of its own creation at any time. Glamour can be used to enhance a fairy's own appearance and abilities, particularly charisma, shapeshifting, or such kindred powers as allure or terrifying apparition. The glamour of great might raise at one level from partial to full. And Okay.
All right. So I'm
Does that
gonna-
answer the question?
kind of, but not really. So I'm thinking that, yeah, I won't be obviously like a pixie. So, but the thing.
Oh wait, let's see. Hold on, just a little more extra here. Okay, so this has somewhat more expanded definitions of the rating. So poor, the fairy can manipulate light and shadow, increasing or diminishing. So this will be everything you can do up till great. So at poor level, you can manipulate light and shadow, increasing or diminishing existent noise slightly. This is used primarily for effects such as hushing a theater audience or creating the effects of a haunted house.
Fun.
Average, the fairy may cause shapes and lights to appear and create images of limited complexity, flowers, fireworks, static illusions, and of a size no larger than the fairy's original size. The images are clearly that and last only a few seconds before fading. Usually they appear within a few feet of the fairy. Good, the fairy can create complex images such as animals and people, which can appear up to 100 feet away. These images are real to the touch, ear, nose, and eye. However, if the fairy moves out of that range, they will fade within an hour. Great, the fairy can manipulate large areas of illusion, up to 1,000 square feet or so. The fairy must still remain within this area, or the illusion will fade over the course of the next day. There are a number of fairy artistes who perform as illusionists at country weekends, creating particular illusion as a temporary sculpture to entertain their hosts. Some others of the folk pay off their gambling debts in glamoured gold, then leave town before it fades.
Of course.
Then excellent.
Exceptional is the fairy can, if they so choose, affect an area up to a half mile away. In addition, the illusion will remain for up to a decade after the fairy casts it.
Wow.
And at extraordinary, the fairy can create extremely powerful illusions that may lay over entire kingdoms and last hundreds of years.
Okay, so I'm going to, the thing with my illusion and how I present myself, usually it's always tinged with like a blue, like various shades of blue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be basically like how I look. So I might look like a normal human man, young man, young, and I'm in a really nice suit, and however I should look. I'm feeling unclear about like the styles or the fashions or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. So I wanted to be current.
Yeah.
But it's all like various shades of blue. So even my skin is like a different, like a light pale. Like it looks like skin. It doesn't look cadaverous, but it looks like kind of blue tinged, but not alarming or gross looking.
Like there's a light on you with a blue filter on it.
Exactly. Yeah. Even my hair is like blue. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, but I look like a young man.
Excellent. Excellent.
So I'm in the coffee shop, staying away from anything that's ironed or salty, and just observing the crowd. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's
that's what I look like today.
Okay.
That's what I've chosen to look. How I've chosen to look today.
Very good. Very good.
It'll probably change every day.
And Freda, what are you doing in this coffee shop?
I think I was just getting out since the professor and I have been, traveling. Well, I've been traveling, I'm sure, and just getting a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, he put you up in his garret apartment, so it's a little dusty, a little hot.
I just wanted to go for a walk, and so I'm here to have a little bite and to read.
Okay.
Just be out, because it's lovely and it's Vienna. I've never been here before.
That's right. I'll see what's in the newspapers as. Meanwhile, the bell over the door jingles as a dwarf and a dragon lord enter.
Oh my god.
We do, yes.
Oh my god.
I think I'll hold one of those enormous pipes.
Yeah. Play pipe, baby.
Yep.
With like a lid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
man.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, what kind of tobacco or whatever you're smoking? Like, I'm wondering what type of. Cool.
It's like a strange tobacco that isn't even around anymore from the dragon lair.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, I like that. It's nice. So, basically, as you enter, you each spot someone of interest to you.
Yes.
They are sitting together at the same table.
Oh. Okay.
So, first is the dwarf Henri Clock Tinker.
Oh yeah. Oh. Stop in my tracks.
And he is sipping his coffee and conversing lightly with a somewhat exotic-looking young woman who von Straub immediately recognizes as the incarnation.
31.
Number 31.
31. You're wasting no time.
Oh my god.
I am not.
Right into it.
Hey man, you guys gave me a lot of hooks.
right.
I'm gonna use them.
Wow.
Go.
All right.
Let's go
Yep.
sit with them.
Holy smokes.
Do you see what I see?
I see more than you see, my friend. Let's get our
Onward.
it's a table service, so we'll go sit down. And
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
we can
So.
have cocoa instead of coffee. No,
That would
pretty
set
rich.
the mood.
It's pretty rich.
Yeah. I'm
A
feeling
little
rich right
something hot
now.
and sweet.
Yeah.
Ooh, scandal.
Yeah.
The scandalo. So, so yes, a waiter in a floor-length white apron with a red fez on his head
Oh, wow.
bustles over.
Cool.
And yes, may I take your order?
Chocolat chaud, please.
Of course.
Black
And my lord,
Just a black coffee, thank you.
of course. So he bustles away. So, so what is? Wait a minute. Still getting everyone's names.
Indigo.
Indigo. Thank you. What is Indigo doing?
I'm sort of, I'm like kind of awkward because I'm kind of observing everybody, but I don't really have an investment in anybody yet. But I am intrigued to see like a dwarf and a dragon.
That's quite a height difference.
Yeah, it's
And
just,
yet you both look so natural
sitting down.
together.
yeah, we've just like been friends forever. But I'm intrigued to see some like fae folk here because I don't know what's the makeup of the coffee house. Like who goes to these places? Like are there women there? Are there men there? Like I don't know.
There's maybe like a 3-to-2 ratio of men to women.
Okay.
A lot of this is Friday mid-morning. So there's a lot of like bankers out for their morning break and other business types of that nature and
Yeah.
and then others who who knows who they may be.
Yes.
Less easily. I mean, can spot a banker pretty easily, but plenty of others who are
See, maybe.
and the blue-skinned pixie. But yeah, apart from that, just a lot of folks out and about on this gorgeous late September day.
Ah.
So
Okay. Well, I don't really know anybody. I'm kind of by myself, so I am going to sidle up to this table and just.
Oh
be-
my.
Yeah.
That is a really nice suit.
Thank
No.
you.
I
Thanks.
noticed these things. Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, sure. Absolutely, I will. So, so the table, are they metal? Are they made of wood? Like,
Oh,
what?
they're iron.
oh yeah, I did not mention that.
Everything's made out of iron.
These are
Nice varnished wood.
Yeah.
these are actually marble topped
There you go.
tables.
Nice.
With wood and brass
Okay.
supports.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right. So I very carefully sit down because I'm not used to sitting in this body yet. So I'm going to sit down. It might seem a little weird, awkward sitting, and so I just look at both of you and nod to our other, the lady and the
And the dwarf.
the dwarf and
Yeah.
our dwarf and hello.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you for letting me. Yeah, I mean, my voice is kind of weird because it's again not used to talking yet, and
Also trying to figure out a voice to match this body.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like all these things. Beep beep beep. So anyway, hello. Thank you for letting me join you this morning.
Of
Question
course,
mark.
you're probably the best dressed person in this place.
Well, that's not surprising, but yeah, I am pretty well dressed.
I like a man with confidence. Waiter.
Yeah.
Waiter, some scones. Freda, meanwhile, you also recognize Henri Clock Tinker because the professor's been talking him up
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Oh, yes. Brilliant stuff.
There are any number of rumors circulating about what this masterwork that he's going to be debuting.
Can't even
Maybe.
wait. I hear Bern himself is going to be there. Check it out.
Yep,
Oh, wow.
indeed.
May I impose upon Henri for an introduction to the beautiful lady?
Of course, this is Lady Cecily.
Cecily.
Ooh.
So can I tell what Cecily like. So I can tell that this dragon is into this woman.
You can tell?
I can tell.
Look at powers?
Yeah.
Do you have a good
She's like the
perception?
love-
I'm
Arrows, right?
I'm insightful,
That's
and
true.
I also
Yeah.
You could bust out that love chart.
and I also
That's
have
right.
perception too.
Okay,
So I can tell that but I like mischief too, above everything else.
Yes, you're looking for an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm looking for an opportunity to fuck with things. So,
Excellent.
so
Yeah.
I noticed the dragon. So the dragon. I mean, do people go, "Oh yeah, he's a dragon lord"?
Well, yeah, you're basically on the same status as high level nobility.
Whoa.
So it would be like an earl came into the coffee shop.
Oh, big deal.
It draws looks.
But they know
And
you're a dragon.
murmurs.
Like they know, like this exists.
There's
like,
no mistaking a dragon.
Okay. Oh, okay. And so she looks. I mean, does she look like a dragon?
No,
She just looks like a lady.
she looks like a lady.
Can I just tell anything from looking at her that she's magical in any way or fae-like?
Well, you say you have
I
perception
do
there.
perception.
Okay.
I have-
What do you have it at?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's good.
Oh, you have it good. Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at my cards too.
Let's see.
Exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's exciting.
We're going to go to the ball.
Okay, I will need a 4 of diamonds, please.
I don't have any diamonds.
Okay, so no.
I can't tell anything.
Can't tell.
All right. So what if I want to? What if I want to flirt with her?
Ooh.
To mess with
Just
the
to get a
dragon?
reaction.
Just to see what happens. I don't really care. I can tell that the dragon is into her. She may rebuff me. I mean, she may not even like me.
Yeah, no. 4 of hearts.
4
Yep.
for flirting?
Yep.
No,
Nothing.
no. I have
Okay.
2. But I have. Well, can I buff it with stuff like at all or no?
No, you gotta
I've
have
seen one
the
of your
card.
cards.
That's fine.
Alright.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to use that one.
Oh, I was gonna- save
a
that
biggie.
for the big
yeah,
ball.
No, that's a big. Yeah, that's a
Right,
biggie. I have. Let's see. So okay. I do want to talk with her to find out if she has any magical anything.
Okay. So when Henri introduces her, she extends her hand
Yes.
to everybody.
Daintily and
Daintily.
lovely like a shell.
Yes.
So when I touch her, do I feel anything
You should be able to feel something.
She feels
like a normal human
normal
hand?
person. Yeah.
Just be a woman.
Okay. Well, very good. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, where do you come from?
So Henri speaks for her.
Oh.
He says, "Oh, I have brought her with me as my escort.
Well, where does she hail from? Where does she hail from?
She's from the same town as I.
What is that?
Really?
I don't know, where's he from?
What was that from?
Oh,
Where's Henri from?
I don't know.
Limousine. She was from Limousine, as am I.
Where is that? What is that? What is that place?
Big bowls.
Where is that place?
Oh, it is a lovely town in France.
What is it? I've never been.
Well, you should come.
I know, I should.
Yes.
So we see this blue gentleman, and
Yes.
that's okay that he's blue?
You're a dragon.
I'm asking.
What are the standards here?
Seen some
I'm
before,
sure you've
right?
seen some shit in your life.
Well, I'm
so-
just... I look like a normal human, because I'm a shapeshifter. Except I'm tall.
Right. You are
very
tall
tall.
and fine boned, and you have cat-like eyes.
So
Right.
The cat-like eyes give it
So
away,
that
right?
gives it away.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'm
My
just
hair is dark
asking,
blue, like blue-black.
Right.
almost.
Wow.
Which is very
Raven blue.
attractive.
Howard?
A raven blue.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Crushed velvet suit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
So apart from the
She
slight
was
bluish tinge to the skin, you look more or less normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every
My
bit
eyes
as
are
much
like
as-
electric blue.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. So yeah, it's something that would be much like with the Dragon Lord. It's something that would be noted, but not enough to like.
Be like-
Exclusionary.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay. So can I tell? Like, I'm trying to push out the limits of like how much I can perceive.
Sure, sure.
Like, can I perceive that the dragon is like coming out of hibernation, or I don't know if I'm like thinking too much about it without doing it, but I just
Yeah,
wanna, like.
probably not.
But
in this
he's
game.
around. I mean, he's making his rounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going.
I'm just trying to figure out like just where,
the
just
ball.
like in terms, yeah, like you're going to the ball. So we're getting ready for this ball.
This is the thing.
Okay, so what do you all think of this ball coming up? Have you been to a ball before? I've never been to one.
Are you invited to the ball?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, then wonderful.
Why would you say something like that? I'm a little mad now. Yeah, no.
Brinksmanship.
Yeah, in fact, my date's over there. So I point in Frida's direction.
Oh my god.
Yes. And so
Now, how is Frida dressed for just a day out at the coffee shop?
Oh gosh. You know. Actually, I probably have brought some nicer things because I'm here as the professor's guest.
Right,
and
right.
He's quite well off, and so I have enough sensibility to not want to embarrass him as my host.
Okay.
So I imagine, you know, I'm more on the sensible utilitarian side, but, you know, neat, clean,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. Pantaloons or a dress?
Oh.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I'm going to save the dress for the ball.
Normally go with the
Progressive.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So over her, that one over there.
that's your girl.
Yeah, that's my that I'm escorting her to the ball.
I'm just like writing.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like you still have like dirty ears, you know, like you haven't completely cleaned yourself up.
Just arrives.
Yeah.
So can I do a little like weird little like flash so she looks over here at our
Sure.
table?
I'm not
Yeah.
even looking at because I've been trying to think of a way to come over and introduce myself to
Yeah.
Henri.
Right.
Because I know he's, you know, the big
Yeah.
I'm like starstruck. I'm like, oh wow, he's really.
That's the Henri.
I know.
The-
Like, I know. So I've been trying to work up the courage to get up there, but actually I'm pretty good at courage. So.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Might as well just come on over.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, she's coming
All
this
this
way.
is all cute.
Yeah, this way.
All right,
This
so I
way.
need to try and introduce myself in a way that's not too embarrassing. Just, you know, what's his last name? Henri again?
Clock tinker.
Clock Tinker. Mr. Clock Tinker, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I wanted to say I've heard so much about your work, and I'm here as a guest of Professor Von Rust, and she's gushing, and he's been speaking so highly of you, and I just couldn't help but come over and say I just admire your work, and I can't wait to see what you unveil this evening. It's just.
Are you shaking his hand this whole time?
Oh no, I'm clutching my journal.
Oh.
You know, I'm making eye contact though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is getting a little awkward for me. So,
Yeah.
you know, because
Yeah.
social graces are my thing. So I'm like, my dear, come sit by your date.
Like,
Pull up a chair.
Yeah, just right here. Just right here. Hi.
no,
I said you're accompanying me to the ball, and you will be.
Oh.
And then she turned red.
Oh,
Excuse me.
to tolerate.
Sir, I trust you are not jesting at me on purpose. I have no idea who you are, and I promise I will not this time take any offense to your cruel.
no, I'm
Insinuation.
deadly serious. I'm deadly serious. You could ask the lady
I don't know
Tatiana
who
herself.
You think you are?
I am one of the assistants of Lady Tatiana. You should
Well,
be
I'm
honored
first.
to be asked to go to
Yeah.
the ball.
Well,
Mystery Man in blue.
I have my own escort, thank you, and I'm quite proud to be attending the ball.
Is he as good looking as I am?
Looks are not everything. I value brains.
What?
That does my brain in. So I'm like kind of stymied on that for like I think that's gonna send me off into a tailspin, just sitting there kind of like trying to think about looks aren't everything.
Yeah.
That does
Furrowed
not-
brow.
Excuse me, sir, I apologize for the scene. I only wanted to say how much I admire your work, and I will leave you to your...
No, please, by all means, have a seat and
Alright.
I'm
enjoy.
in stunned like Vulcan silence. Like it's like she gave me like a Cohen to work on. Like
Right. Silence. That is awesome.
holy shit! Like what does that even mean? Like
So I'll sit back down and I'll kind of grab your arm and sit you down with me.
okay, I just sit there and I'm just like in a little bit of a reverie. Like
'Cause I'm hot-tempered. I'm
yeah.
stubborn. I'm like, who do you think you are?
Red-blooded.
Some
I have
man
no
trying to
idea.
tell me what I'm doing?
I'm no man.
So-
You're some blue,
I know you.
It's just
we don't know that.
weird blue guy.
blue dandy for all
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
Blue Daniel. All right, so
Unforgivable.
So Henri turns to Gilles and he says, I have not meant to ignore you, my dear.
Yes.
Oh no, I just want to hear what's inspired you.
Well, we have much to discuss. What's that? So this waiter has come over. and he says, someone here to see you, sir. So Henri's like, yes, of course. Forgive me, I will be right back. Lady Cecily, please wait here.
Cecily?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so now I'm out of my little reverie and I'm focused on her again. So I'm watching the dragon.
She's just been quietly sitting this whole time with her hands folded in her lap.
Or no, she's just being all...
No.
Just, very, very demure.
No. Okay. So what will you be wearing at the ball tonight, Lady Cecily?
Oh, I will be wearing a...
And she'll sits up like, oh
Yeah.
Yeah, and she kind of, lists it all. Henri has purchased a Worth gown. It is, and she begins to describe it, all and in very exacting detail, like all the materials that are being used, the cut, it's like she knows a lot about fashion, maybe, or has had it described to her. So,
Shields, we have to have something for her.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
We must have something.
You're like,
I've got
fan
that.
notes from it.
Yeah.
Yes, continue. I've got the perfect thing.
So Henri will be escorting you?
yes,
How do you feel about that? I mean...
I feel perfectly fine.
How tall are you?
I am exactly 5
believe
foot
this.
7 inches tall.
Can you believe this?
No.
I think he might be too short for you. You might want to go with this guy over here. This gentleman here.
Are you doing a love spell? What are you doing?
No, I'm causing
You're
this.
stirring the shit.
Yeah.
You're
You might want to
embarrassing
go.
me.
Yeah, I know. You might want to go with this gentleman here. I
You're like, I don't need a wingman. Come on.
I don't think being escorted. I don't think he's escorting anyone. Shut up! I don't think he's escorting anyone to the ball. I don't know. Are you?
Wait, we're going.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're
so-
going together. But I thought that
Oh.
the lady said that she had a date. And
I'm
I
not
wouldn't
saying
wish-
he's too short for her. I'm saying
But
he's
it's
far too short for her.
Up to her to choose, don't you think?
I don't necessarily agree. Well, that's what I mean. So wouldn't she choose the better of the two escorts?
I think she's chosen, haven't you?
Better
Cecilia?
relatives.
Cecily.
Cecily.
Yes, I have chosen.
Okay, there you go.
And you're committed to that choice.
I am.
I'm just looking at her.
I'm sitting there with
Awkward.
a pastry like,
Yeah. Who the hell are these people? From this small town in West Germany.
Anyway, can you tell us how you know Henri?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but
Change the
yes.
subject.
And as she...
Okay, as she's talking.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. What do you do?
Well, can we have a little bit?
Well, she's about to tell you when a piercing scream echoes through the chambers of the coffee house from somewhere in the back, back towards where Henri went, actually.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
is it
It's
a
sort of a
male?
dwarfy scream.
It's a dwarfy scream!
I said, come on, let's go see what that is. Yeah, and so I run on my little stumpy feet.
All right.
Yeah.
On my
Crow feet.
Crow feet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm too curious not to.
Yeah.
So you're all shuffling off.
Yeah.
Chairs go flying as you run towards the back. And Lady Cecily remains seated at the table, her face impassive.
Well, she's a lady.
Odd.
So she's fine.
That's weird.
Not weird to me at all.
I'm not really paying attention. Just
No, you've got Henri on your mind.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, the scream has caused a kerfuffle. People are jumping up. What the deuce? Etc.
Yeah.
As you all run towards the back, from the back emerge a half a dozen ruffian types.
Oh, what?
Oh no, like hooligans or
Rogues. They're roguish.
Okay.
Yes, in their aspect.
troublemakers.
They have drawn sabers in their hands.
Oh,
Where is Ronan Lynch when we need him?
Where is that bomb-chucking anarchist when we need him?
Yeah.
All right, on guard.
yeah.
It's go time.
Where's the lady? The lady's just sitting there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can I cause some type of a distraction to, like, cast them in the shadow? And I mean, where's Henri? Like, is he?
You don't see him.
We
don't
can't see him.
He's behind the ruffians, I presume.
Okay. Can I do something to blind them
Yes.
so then they can't see anything for like maybe 30 seconds or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast a light in their eyes.
All right.
But
so
everyone's going to probably get blinded.
yeah. All right. So for you, that would be your glamour, which is at grade, correct?
Right.
Okay. So you're automatically at partial success level for that.
What do I have to use for that kind of stuff? I may not have it. Would it be a
point.
physical?
Well, it would be, yes, it would be physical, so it'd be clubs.
Okay, so I have, well, it's not negotiable. What do you want?
It wouldn't be like a mental intellectual since she has to like think about it.
Because she's trying to blind
Physical.
their eyes.
Oh, okay, I
So
see.
she's trying to create a physical effect.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you got club-wise?
8.
Okay, that's good enough.
Wow.
That would be good enough.
Great.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, so go ahead and play that card.
Okay.
Shuffle it back into the fortune deck. Draw a new one.
Alright. So I cast, like, but it's like a ice blue kind of, like, light.
Okay.
Cool.
Flickers into
Can we
their
tell that it
eyes.
comes from?
Well, how are
I have a
you?
walking stick.
Okay.
So it may seem to come from that walking stick, but probably not. It's just an illusion.
Yeah. Right.
But it would be the way to make sense of what just
So
happened.
like the knob of your stick lights up or something.
Yeah, something where it causes a flash. Like, it would be like a flash bulb.
It appears that way.
It looks like that, yeah.
Or... Okay. Great.
Thank you, Jeff.
I just keep wanting to reach over you. Sorry.
All right. So very good. So
See me at a
you
dinner table. It's terrible.
you have temporarily blinded the roguish ruffians. What are the rest of you doing?
Right.
Are we all
Shoving past them to see
Do
what's
they
happened? Or?
get
Do I
blinded?
get it?
No, if you didn't want them
No, I
to be
don't want
blinded,
them, just
then-
those guys.
All right, yeah, we have to find out what's wrong with Henri. He screamed
Okay.
towards it,
Okay.
So you're barreling past the ruffians.
Yes.
Okay.
elbowing
Great.
them.
I suppose I'm probably still following. I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel like I got sort of swept into this group.
Indeed. All right.
Although, I don't know, I might grab someone's like walking stick or umbrella in the melee just to sort of like wield
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah.
If something happens.
So I'll call
Just
out for
grab
Henri. Like, Henri!
Okay.
Any answer?
Yeah. Help!
Oh my god! So I start running toward the voice, which is further back? I
Yes.
guess? Okay.
Back behind some swinging doors.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So
Okay.
once I've done my light, I'm just gonna say that I'm kind of back. So they're all going forward. I'm gonna hang back because
Okay.
she's being really still, and I don't know why, and it's weird to me. So you're all going forward. I'm at the tail end. I've done my little whoop.
Yeah.
And then and I just want to keep them occupied too, the ruffians, because I don't know what they're there for.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, so you two barrel through. So basically, Indigo and Freda are kind of still out in the coffee shop area. All right, so you barrel through into the back.
Freda was,
through the-
She was behind us.
Oh,
She
the
was
three of you have
swept
all
up.
gone together.
Yeah.
She was swept.
Okay, but you're
I'm
grabbing an
going-
umbrella just in case.
Right.
Yeah, or walking stick, whatever's handy.
Sure. All right. So the three of you burst through these swinging doors.
Classic kitchen chase scene.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the back kitchen,
Okay.
bakery area. There's some big, stone ovens over
Smells
set to the
heavenly.
wall.
Yeah.
It smells amazing. Yeah. Sacks of coffee beans, laying against a corner, and in the middle of the room is Henri. His head bleeding.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, so he's kind of slowly getting back to his feet. He was obviously really knocked on the head.
And, yeah, I'm freaking out. Oh, doctor! Where's a doctor? Or healer! Somebody!
Yo.
So I'm gonna tend to these guys. So they're all blinded.
Yes.
So I'm gonna create a rope and tie their feet together.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna come because I hear some more commotion from
Yes.
the back. So I'm gonna head. Although I'm wondering what's she's just still sitting there.
All right. So you have bound their feet. And you're gonna head. You hear the cry for a doctor. So you're gonna head back that way, being the queen's physician and all.
Right.
And as you, of course, are gonna head back, you take one last glance back to the table you left behind, which is 20 yards back from you. And Lady Cecily is there, as is a man in black. He has like a black cape and like a black top hat. And he has taken her hand and is talking to her. He's taken her hand and is talking to her, and she's rising to her feet as if to follow.
Oh.
So you're hearing this cry for a doctor from here, and you're seeing that happening over here. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna give the dragon the ability to rescue her, whatever. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tend to this immediate concern. So I'm gonna head toward make sure to tell the dragon.
Yes.
But I'm going to yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my poor Henry. Help me.
What's going on? Okay, so look at
He's
him.
bleeding to death.
Oh no. Okay, so can I touch? So I can touch him and can I feel what's going on? Is he?
You can tell he's just been knocked on the head.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some type of a healing.
Do that healing thing.
Yeah, healing thing that I do. What is that? Is that physical?
healing thing you do?
Ish.
I'm not sure. What level do you have it at? Great?
Great.
Yeah, I don't think you need to
Alright,
slip
so
in.
I touch his head and kind of scan him and see that he's ultimately going to be okay, but he's going to be fine. I say that to Gilles. He's going to be okay.
You
Don't worry.
saved his life.
Well,
Oh, how can I thank you? Oh
I
my gosh.
don't know. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Oh, you're wonderful.
Okay.
So basically, what you can do with the healing touch is heal any mortal wound immediately.
Oh, somebody heal his head.
However, you can only do it 3 times to any given individual.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Mortal individual.
Yeah.
You can do it unlimited
the dwarf is
with
immortal?
fairies, but dwarves are mortal. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to heal that little head wound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to help him feel awake, wake him up.
Okay.
Revived.
Revive him. Exactly. Thank you.
All right. So his eyes uncross, and
Aww.
and he clutches at Gilles' lace collar and says, "They mean to take her. They mean to take Lady Cecily."
Oh, they already. Oh, that's what but they already have.
What?
There's a gentleman in black who escorted the lady out. I thought you should know, Dragon. So
so I'll go the other direction then.
Turn, walk.
Turn, run, huh?
Do I see the man? What do I see as I come back into the room?
Come back into the room. You can see down the length of the coffee shop,
Cavernous coffee
out
shop.
to the street. There's a fiacre carriage that he is, assisting her up into.
I'm gonna run and try and see this carriage, see if there's any identifying marks, a crest, anything of any nature.
Okay. So he turns and sees you running in your bright red uniform.
It's blue. It's
Blue,
got red
excuse me. Yes,
epaulets.
that's right, by your knees. Blue.
It's blue.
It's a theme.
blue bitch.
Salute the uniform, not the man. So he sees you and gives you this kind of cocky smile,
Oh, no.
and then reaches in his cloak and throws a smoke bomb right at the door of the coffee shop.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Infuriating.
Yeah.
And then you can hear the sound of the carriage, click clacking away. So as you clear the smoke, you can see it, rounding a bend. And it is a hired cab.
It's a hired cab. Excellent. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask them for the records. I'm going to go back to the seat that she was sitting in and sit in it.
Okay. It's still warm.
Do I smell anything?
Still warm. Yeah, there's a perfume.
Particular perfume, maybe.
Yeah, still
What
lingering.
does it smell like?
Lilac.
Okay. I'll make a note of
Do
it.
they always smell like lilac? I'm just curious.
Every time.
Oh my god. Before lilacs even existed.
No. All right, hired cab. Well, who was she? We don't know. She's gone. Okay.
So she got kidnapped. So I'm walking up. I walk up. I see him sitting in the seat.
Pretty forlorn.
So
Pretty PO'd.
what happened? I mean, he got away with her.
Yep.
I mean,
That a man in a long black cape.
yeah.
Stole her
He had a
away.
top hat.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be able to find her. Yeah.
So Henri is kind of panicking.
Poor honey.
He says, "You must get her back by midnight,
What?
Wait, what?
Why?
What? Shit.
or all is lost."
Now
All is
I'm like, all
lost.
this shit.
Dear Henri, you're still,
No, I do not exaggerate.
All is lost.
The
Oh my-
stroke of midnight.
Uh-oh.
well, if it's that important to you, Henri, we'll find her.
Thank
Let me
you.
help you to your hotel first.
Thank you.
I
Thank
didn't realize you needed a date that badly.
Who struck? Who struck him?
The ruffians.
The ruffians.
Yeah,
So
so
they're still tied up.
They are. The police have shown up by now, of course.
Okay.
The coffee shop
They're in the
owner
panty wagon.
ran
Paddy
for
wagon?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paddy
they're
wagon.
the panty wagon. Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to them. I'm gonna walk up to one of them.
It's a whole other thing. Yes.
Who are you working for?
So they. Who are you working for? You ask them.
Mm-hmm.
They just swear at you in Italian.
Oh.
Those
Italians.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little tooth flick.
Yeah, I
Rude.
know.
Yeah.
What the heck does
You know
that
what
mean?
you just called me?
No, I don't know.
He gives you one of these, and you're like, oh,
Oh shit. Yeah.
in
Okay.
polite company.
Weird. All right. Well, that's odd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Henri is like restored, right? He's
Yes.
well.
Oh, he's
Because
perfectly
I-
fine.
okay.
Perfectly
But
fine.
he needs, I'm gonna help him to his hotel, and we need to find
We need to find her.
Lady Cecily.
Cecily.
Cecily. I keep wanting to say Cecilia.
Only the
Sorry,
Countess.
Cecily.
The count. Yeah.
Okay.
The once and future countess.
That's
So
right, okay.
I think that so let's go look for her. I mean, I'm willing to do that if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still available for a date at the ball if you still want to go with me.
Who are you all?
We're ragtag champions.
Friends of Henri. That should be enough.
Yeah.
Rhetorical.
Yeah, we're friends of Henri.
FOHs.
Yep. But I barely know him.
You just met him like 2 seconds
He's
ago.
my friend.
That's awesome.
He's my friend.
He's not an insect or botanical.
No, exactly. He's my friend. These guys are my friends too. I dare you question them. They'll
sure.
say that I'm their best friend.
Never mind. Let's
You
go find
should
her.
join us.
But he's a
What else are you
hero.
doing?
I suppose nothing.
I will say that you happen to know that Henri is close friends with Rhyme Engine Master, who recently pioneered an entirely new form of steam technology called engine magic.
And it's really so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how awesome would that be?
Yeah. I suppose that certainly wouldn't hurt to maybe get an introduction.
Get you, a little
Yeah.
To Rhyme, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should come along with us.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll
we
take
have
a
an
separate
avenue.
cab to drop off Henri, and then
I
meet
would-
you
yeah,
at
like
the,
to stop
the
at
cab
my
The hired
headquarters.
cab office.
Yeah,
We'll,
yeah.
we'll begin there.
Yeah.
Belts,
That's
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
which fits beautifully over the pantaloons.
All right, so I'll go with you.
We're going to the hired cab
Yeah.
after Giles goes to Henri's.
Yeah, drop him off. And
Yeah, he does seem fine, but he's mostly
Panic.
just despondent. Yeah.
Aww.
So
Maybe you can get it out of him what he means by using everything.
Yeah, maybe on the way I'll try to ask him.
okay, let's see. How's your charisma?
Let's see. It's tinkering is exceptional, and whatever's just below that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or tinkering would be great, and then whatever's
Great.
right below that would be good.
Okay.
So
charisma
you're
at
good
good.
at charisma.
Yes.
Okay. How about? Let's see. What would be a good suit for this? Something social, I suppose. Which would be
Which would be spades.
spades. Yes, exactly. How would a 4 of spades work?
How would a king of spades?
All right.
I want to know everything.
Yep.
All right. Shuffle that back into the deck and draw a new one.
All right. Wow.
Cool.
Nice. Okay, that is a high success. So he divulges to you.
Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Abort,
the
abort.
deck,
Abort,
the deck definitely needs to be broken in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I think I got the same card.
Well, that's fine. You shuffled it back
Is
in.
this
so.
your card? Cool.
All right. So he says, "Oh, Gilles, I can keep nothing from you."
And I'll gently hold his hand in mine as he talks.
He's so distraught.
Lady Cecily is my masterwork.
Oh.
Of course she's fake.
I didn't hear that though.
Yeah, it's true.
Blah blah, not listening.
Yeah.
Boo, boo, boo.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
She is a clockwork automaton.
No.
Indeed. And her
Brilliant.
winding will run out at midnight.
Oh.
And unfortunately, if it does so, then I may never reactivate her again.
Oh my gosh. Your masterwork might die at midnight.
Indeed.
Okay. We'll save her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I'm not there. So I'm saying to the dragons, who would
I have
want
so
this
many questions
lady?
on Ree, but I'll let you go rest in
She
your
must be
hotel.
important to the royalty in some way.
So after I drop him off, can I order like flowers at the front desk to be delivered or something cheesy like that?
Oh, it's romantic.
Yeah.
So
So,
refreshing aperitif.
yeah.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
Something
like
to
that.
help.
Bracing.
Okay.
So I'm
back
talking,
to the.
yeah.
So
you're heading
we're on our
back.
way to the
Okay.
cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're heading to the cab company, so I'm like, who would want this lady? She didn't seem very important or charismatic in any way. I mostly just like me.
Yeah, you're just
yeah,
egging me on.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know why they would steal her. I mean, obviously. What do you think?
And I said, I think she has some importance to the royal family. She must be significant some way for tonight's social engagement, so perhaps it has something to do with the ball. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of her, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
we don't know her last name, so
That's true. It's weird.
So we're gonna
Okay.
try. All right.
It's like she came out of nowhere.
Yes.
All right. So you've all rendezvoused at the sort of central office of the Vienna Cab Company. It is a massive, sprawling site that covers an entire city block. You know, it has to accommodate hundreds of berths in its stables, as well as the parking areas for the cabs.
This won't be a problem.
And there's just this constant flow of cabs coming in and out
No
through the
problem.
main
No
gates
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
cobblestoned courtyard. So,
Sounds dangerous.
yes, it is. You have to watch your step, and you find the harried shift manager,
Uh-oh. It's not going to like me.
and he's kind of like sitting at this desk that's piled with all these papers, and then there's this giant chalkboard behind him that's been
Yeah.
divided off into different segments, and he's constantly getting up and erasing one thing and putting another thing down, in out.
So I walk up to him and I say, we are looking for a cab. We want to know where it went and who hired it. If the passenger was the most beautiful woman in Vienna,
Okay, so
and a
I'm suppressing a laugh.
sinister man in a long black cloak.
Well, we got plenty of those, governor.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But only one, the most beautiful woman. I'm sure you would have remembered her. She was so stunning, and it was outside of the Cafe Vienna, or whatever the cafe.
Cafe Schnitzel.
Schnitzel. yes.
Schnitzel. All right. Cafe Schnitzel.
Cafe Schnitzel, eh? Well, that's Fourth Ward. Let's see here. Okay, that will be Grubenhausen.
Grubenhausen.
Let's see, he's out right now, but he should be back shortly.
All right.
And what cab number is he? Oh, I'm not there yet.
You are there.
Yeah, you're
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what did you want to
Cab
say?
number 715. 715.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that all the information we can get from him?
Yeah. That's plenty, though.
We don't know who hired. Like you don't keep track of who hires everything.
No, the drivers.
But Grubenhauer.
We know
Rubenhauser.
who
Grubenhauer.
we delivered when,
Rubenhausen?
where.
Hausen.
Hausen.
Rubenhausen.
All right.
He knows.
He will know. Yes, he will
Okay,
know.
so we don't have to be there anymore.
Well, I'm
We have
waiting for him to
wait.
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for him to show
So
up.
Gilles got an ethical dilemma here, right?
What?
If
What's
if I tell you that she's an automaton, you won't help, right?
that? That's right.
Unless you're into automatons.
Oh, she'll never die though if she's an automaton. All the countess.
But no off.
But I don't know that yet.
You don't know
Yeah,
that she is.
and yeah,
True, but the thing is,
still,
they're
it is-
offspring, but
I don't know
also the
Until
first
I know
one
that.
died because you collected her and
That's
you
right.
never let her out.
I accidentally killed
This
her.
one wouldn't die. That's a serial.
Just have to keep remembering to wind her every night.
yeah.
But okay. So what are you gonna do, Giles? This is your dilemma. I'm not.
oh yeah, I
I can't
know.
react to it until I know.
I'm choosing Henri over my friend. Sorry,
Okay.
so I'm not telling
Be a
you.
mum for now
Yeah,
until she's presented tonight.
and then I'll say, oh yeah, by the way.
But he intends on presenting her to the audience, like at the ball, right? I mean, that's
As his masterwork,
this
right?
is totally
Yes.
out of character.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're still waiting for this guy.
Well, I mean, unless you have anything
I'm
else to
waiting for the
do.
guy, so do whatever you want to do.
No, I'm willing to wait.
Okay. So you all stand around awkwardly, like right outside the shift manager's
Yeah.
office, like you're waiting for an oil change to be done.
Yeah.
Right.
And and
And Frida's with it. Are you with us,
yes,
Frida?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It might be interesting for you to see the way
Yeah.
it works.
Oh yeah.
The comings and goings.
Oh yeah.
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 No, I'm in there.
It's pretty
Asking
exciting.
questions. There's all the mechanics.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about that thing? Oh,
Yeah.
have you tried
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, but the upgrades for this, I don't know about that. Like,
They actually do have 2 steam-powered cabs.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
that's cool.
do you mind if I take a look?
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
one's up on a lift, for servicing.
Get right under there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Look at that
now.
chassis.
Oh!
The chassis on-
I'm gonna go spend time with there's stables there, right?
Uh-huh.
Because there's not as much metal there
Right.
than where they are.
Right.
So I'm gonna go spend time with the horses and just like check in with them, see what they're up to.
With the things they could tell you.
I know.
Nothing interesting, but
It's so boring. Every time I always think they're gonna say something cool. I'm just happy to be around the hay and the wood.
Yeah.
Because the metal's just too much for me. Anyway, unless they have salt licks, then I'm screwed.
that's true.
Well, they have horseshoes and you're okay.
Yeah, it's a small amount.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna wander around, just waiting.
Okay.
And I'm
So-
inquiring after Henri and all this.
Yes. He's
Alright.
fine.
I'm making
yeah.
a real ass of myself because I'm being really nice.
Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like awkwardness.
It's not like you.
Yep. In great distress.
Oh,
Aw.
I accidentally lost the love of my life.
oh,
Again!
You should get used to it by now.
I should. You'd think I would. Nope.
No. All right.
All right. So, about an hour goes by,
Grubenhauser.
and you see cab 715 clop its way back
Sure,
into the courtyard.
Okay, so
Yeah.
puff puff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there
I'm
it
gonna
is. There it is.
leap onto the damn thing.
Ah!
Hi!
Oh my lord! And he like doffs his cap.
A little creepy and weird.
Yes.
Do you recall outside the Cafe Schnitzel? Stopping, there was a strange man who threw a smoke bomb at me.
You're gonna have to be more specific. He's like, no, oh yes, of course. You don't forget a thing like that.
Don't forget the smoke bomb.
Where did you take them?
I took them. I took them to the place with the Viennese name. I took them to the Verselprater.
Versatile.
Yes, the Verselprater is a large amusement park north of town.
Amusement park.
It's creepy as
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Sounds amusing.
Sounds crowded.
Verso Prater?
Prater, yes.
Okay.
Alright,
Prater.
let me grab my friends and off we'll go.
How about
Okay.
you give us a ride? I asked the cabbie.
Oh, sorry, I'm just off my shift.
Yeah, he's off
Oh,
duty.
man, okay.
We can get another one. But before we leave,
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to erase that giant blackboard.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
And you do.
Wow!
So as you're walking through the
Wow.
great iron gates, you can hear the cursing coming from the duty
Yes.
manager's
That is
office.
awesome.
Oh, bitch.
That is phenomenal. I love that.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yep.
You ass. All right, so
Mischief is my middle name.
mischief managed. All right, so
Off we go to the Versal Prater.
Yes. Amusement park.
Miss Fionka, would you like to see the amusement park?
I feel like compelled. I have no options.
Yeah.
You're swept up in events.
Yeah.
yes, events larger than
Beyond under
yourself.
control.
Very good.
Horribly curious.
For sure. There's bound to be many interesting.
Contraptions?
All right, are we there?
You all are.
Well, I'm Lady Tatiana's. I'm the queen.
Teton,
queen,
yes.
Tetons.
Tetons, yes.
I'm the queen of the fairies' personal physician. In case you're wondering,
Okay.
that's why I'm in town because she's here for the ball.
Oh.
You seemed curious about my whereabouts, which I don't blame you. I'm pretty interesting.
This is just darkening as I stare.
I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Anyway,
Okay.
And gentlemen,
Please introduce yourself to the lady.
We have never been
Use
introduced
your
before.
names.
Oh.
That's
true.
bizarre.
My name is Gilles Dutil. I am a local craftsman and businessman.
How do you know Henri?
Oh, well, as a fellow dwarf,
Oh, yes.
we both met at a tool invention making competition. And I'm blushing, baby.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, that's where we met. Oh, yeah. And I've been I'm going to the ball with this gentleman here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Joseph von Schrupp.
my shop.
Oh, his eyes.
Yeah, I've actually never seen a Dragon Lord before, so I'm particularly intrigued.
Yes.
There were all kinds at the university, but none quite like that.
Right.
Such a dashing uniform.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't stop staring.
Yeah.
So tall.
Yeah.
This is all very exciting. Are we there yet?
All right, so you do indeed head north. You cross one of the many grand bridges in the city to across the Danube, and enter through the iron gates
Again with the iron gates.
Oh, this is
of
painful.
Prater Park.
I don't think I can
is.
go in. I want to, though. I really want to see inside.
You can go.
Can I...
You can just quickly.
Do you just wince?
Yeah, can I slip
painful.
in? Or it's
Yeah.
just painful? Can I
Rip it
change
off a
my
Band-Aid.
form?
Let me give
You can
you
just sprint
the
through.
rundown here. Yeah.
Can I change out of my glamour and kind of like to move more quickly?
You could do that if you
and then
want.
flip back into my glamour.
So basically, when you're in the proximity to iron, let's see here. Distances from becomes disturbing. Yeah. So yeah, basically it's just like being in the proximity of iron for a long period of time will cause you headaches, that sort
This is
of
an
thing.
amusement park.
Yeah.
There's
This
gonna
might
a
be
lot-
really hard.
This will be difficult for me. But I'm gonna flip through the gates in my little smaller form.
Tinkerbell.
My little orb, my little blue orb form.
Hey, where'd the physician go?
Yeah. But I think they
there
would
it
see
is.
the light. I think they would see it.
I'm pretty sure we'd notice you, especially you've been talking nonstop.
Yeah.
You've been getting under everyone's skin. Irking.
Yeah. Where is that asshole?
So what's your courage? What's your courage?
I don't have courage on.
So it'd just be average then?
Average, yeah.
Okay. So steel is your least problematic metal.
Okay.
It makes you uncomfortable. It requires at least an average courage to approach a large quantity, i.e. over 10 pounds. And at least a good courage for the character to remain around steel for longer than a few minutes.
Oh.
Okay.
I need courage.
You do. Iron requires at least a good courage to approach a large quantity and an exceptional courage to remain around it for more than a few minutes.
Is this automaton made out of steel?
No.
I don't know
What
what
is
you're
she made
talking
out of?
about.
Brass.
Out of character, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm
No,
curious.
yeah, I
But
would've-
feel something.
Trust me, I would have told you.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
you would know.
Oh God!
Yeah. You
Yeah.
shook her hand.
No, she's brass.
I was trying to. Okay.
Like
so-
the finest machines.
Indeed.
Oh, would I have known that felt something about her? That
No,
was...
that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh.
She looked completely
so
human.
lifelike.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing work.
And then cold iron, to be around it causes you physical damage equal to losing a level of health for every minute you are within a foot of the source of the stuff,
Ouch.
no matter how small. It's basically your kryptonite.
Okay, so I can't. I don't think I'd be able to go in through these gates.
You could, because it's
Mostly steel.
you're not approaching it. You're passing through.
Passing
It is
through.
iron, but you're not
I'm not hanging out.
I mean,
with
like in the actual amusement park, though.
Yeah.
the rides would probably be steel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So at least
well, that's no. It's
If you don't
But
go
I'm-
toward the edges of them.
Yeah, I'm not feeling very well.
queasy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So okay,
it's not fun, but
All right, I'm gonna just remain in my form that I'm in right now. Go with you, but I might be lagging behind a little bit. I'm a little weaker.
Well, that's good because we won't see you snap in and out of existence.
No, I won't snap in since it's just not gonna be. Well, I'm just gonna remain the same.
okay. Here's a photo of the Versal Prater from outside the boundaries. So can see the Ferris wheel towering above the trees.
That's like the Tivoli.
Oh, wow. Neat. Okay.
That wheel would be quite something for that time period.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Former imperial hunting grounds that were turned
Sorry.
into a public park in the 1700s. And now quite popular as a destination for people of the city. So, as you enter the shaded streets and rows of the park, there's people out for strolls. There's people sitting at tables.
There's a lot of people here.
Conversing.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Are there anybody in a black cape and top hat?
Well, let's see. Who's got perception above average?
I have good.
Good. Yeah.
You do?
Good. All right, Frida, you spot up on the Ferris wheel.
Because I'm totally eyeing that Ferris wheel.
Oh yes, of course you are. Yes, it's quite a
Wonder.
It's astounding. I've never seen one that big.
yeah. Slowly, majestically rotating.
Phenomenal.
And you see in one of the carriages what appears to be a man in black with a lady.
God. With the most beautiful woman in Vienna?
You, Blue. Who does that look like the gentleman who snagged Lady, what's her?
Okay, so I'm gonna look. My
Cecily.
perception is good.
Cecily. I know. I don't even know you guys.
Yeah, I did.
So your perception's good as well. Okay. It could well be.
Can I flit up there to see?
Sure.
Alright, so with that, when you say that to me, I'm gonna, in a snap, be my little blue orb. I'm gonna fly up to the little part.
Well, that explains so much.
I really should have just figured that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna flit up to that car,
Okay.
and I'm gonna kind of look and see.
All right. So yeah, you get within
Are
a
they
couple.
in kind of these little cages? Like
Well, no, they're like open.
they're open air?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a steel contraption.
It's hard for me, but
yeah.
I'm going for it.
You have average courage. Do you have a 2 of clubs that you could play? Or better, something clubs.
Don't have any clubs.
Don't have any clubs. All right, so you can't get within more than 20 feet of it.
Okay, that's
All right.
fine. That's still pretty close.
That is close.
Yeah.
That is close. And your perception's good, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see that the fellow. Did you get a good look at him?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because she's never watched
I just
that.
saw it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. The woman is definitely not Lady Cecily, and you're pretty sure the fellow is not the mysterious man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a lot of creepy looking guys wearing cloaks and top hats.
He's kind of got his arm around this woman, and he's like talking very closely with her. And she looks slightly uncomfortable.
Okay, so can I do something?
Yes.
Can I
Just spit water in his eye.
yeah, I want to do something. I want to do something.
Cast a love charm on them.
No. I'm not going to enable that bullshit. She obviously doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I'm going to, can I make a little fart sound? Like a little,
Oh, nice.
make it so that he farted or something? And and then,
Yeah.
but be really loud, like
really rip it.
everyone could hear
Just really
it.
rip it
like
out.
everyone
Yeah.
could hear it, like in like a 10.
Like the moment he leans in a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the smell too. I mean, it can be sound and smell.
So I'm gonna do that. and I'm gonna fly away.
This poor woman.
Just a full-on beer fart,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I'm gonna fly away, and I'm gonna reappear back.
Pushes him out.
Yeah.
Bounce.
All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna flip back to, and then I'm gonna reappear as myself. Although I'm a little like, my head.
I'm gonna come up to you and seize you. That wasn't them?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, thank you, my friend. You saved
If you
me.
can fly, can't you just go up and see if there's anyone else around?
That's a good idea. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Reconnaissance, my god.
So I'm gonna go up and look.
Okay.
And take like a 500-foot view.
This is saving me and my uniform. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
'Cause I would have to
Nary a
change.
wrinkle.
I would have to
Nary.
change shape and lumber all over this thing.
Yeah.
I'm crazed.
Yeah,
Giant dragon, something. Whoa. That was not polite.
no cheek.
Desperate times.
All right. So with a good perception,
Yes.
and
And I'm
given
away from
and given
metal.
enough time, you do spot on one of the small lakes that dot the park, out on a little boat. You know, the Lady Cecily with her parasol,
Okay.
and the fellow in black rowing.
Whoa.
Okay. So I am going to. I'm gonna come back really quick, but like as a little like. I'm gonna tell you both, all three
Okay.
of you. She's over by that lake area. I will meet you over there. So then I go back there, and I'm gonna stealthily hang out on the boat. I'm gonna make myself even
Nice.
smaller
Yeah.
than I am now.
Yeah.
And
Just like a little bug. Like
yeah, like a little fly. And I'm gonna land on the boat to see if I can hear what they're saying.
Okay.
Smash you. Like,
No, they won't. I'm not that bothersome.
Oh, no.
I'm more bothersome
Okay.
as a human than a fly.
All right. Meanwhile, the three of you are hustling towards the lake.
yes.
Yep. Like thunder.
Yeah.
All right. So the fellow is talking to the lady.
I hate that guy.
Fucking guy.
He has a sort of Luciferian features.
Oh.
You know,
Goatee.
very
Mustache.
thick eyebrows. He's actually quite beautiful for a
I'm
man.
sure,
You know,
yes.
he's very good looking.
Yeah.
But kind of in a sinister way.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
And
twisty mustache.
Every time.
and he's just telling her, you know, how glad he is to have her at his side now, and that they'll never be parted again.
Again? We'll never be parted again?
Again.
Ba ba ba.
What is that? Okay.
Yeah.
So are they
That's
going
bizarre.
toward?
It is.
Can I create like a breeze to push them toward the shore?
Ah!
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Is he rowing or are they in little sailboats?
He's rowing, but I mean,
still-
the breeze would,
Yeah.
I want to
yeah.
make the tide.
It's not like this thing's
move-
seaworthy.
Yeah, move them. I wanted to move them toward the direction because I can see where they are coming.
We're
right?
running through the.
Yeah, they're still
Boulevard
running. Have
here.
they made it to the shore?
Yeah.
One side of the shore versus the other yet?
He is actually rowing towards one of the docks, it would appear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't take it. I can't take it.
Okay. Well, I'm hanging out there, so.
All right. So the three of you arrive as he has docked the rowboat and
We do?
is helping her.
And we're at the dock that he is, the same dock?
You're within eye shot of him. You can see him.
Damn it, man.
He's
Okay,
close.
let's wait until he gets on shore. We don't
Okay.
want him to jump back in the boat.
See, you know that, or like push her into the lake, or
Oh gosh, no.
She just goes straight
Wait.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yuck it up. Yuck it up.
No bubbles.
Yuck it up.
All right. So. So we're all there.
Indeed, you are.
Is he
so,
docking? He's docking.
He has docked.
Is
He
he
is
tied the
helping
boat?
her out.
Helping
He's
her.
tied the boat
Are
off.
they walking?
Walking down the dock.
Okay, ready?
This is like an episode of Cheaters or something.
All right, we're going.
We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
As you walk into the Chili's.
An Applebee's.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. So.
Oh, okay. I have no claim to this woman. I have no legitimate
No,
claim
you
to this
don't,
woman.
but you've essentially she's already one of your possessions. Like, it's,
Oh, yeah.
must have her for my collection.
but yeah. So yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna run up to the man in the black cape and
Punch him in the nose.
punch him in the nose.
Oh,
He threw a smoke bomb at me.
This.
Oh yeah,
It was
take
a
that.
smoke bomb. Tip
I'm
Yeah.
try and
That's right.
say, oh, Lady Cecily, we've been looking for you. Henri was looking for you. He asked us to,
Yes.
just try to make it seem very, like,
Oh.
normal, perhaps.
Uh huh.
Joseph wants to.
I don't know what I'm doing here still. I'm still like,
Not even supposed to be here today.
Now.
You're
Yeah,
in it.
no,
You're in it up to your neck.
Dante-esque.
All right.
Supposed to be here today.
All right. So,
oh, my lady, Henri was looking for you.
so she looks at you somewhat blankly,
Ooh.
and the man in black makes a strange symbol with his hands.
No, what?
Wait, did you punch him? Did you actually punch him?
I tried to.
You're getting ready to punch him,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yep.
what is your fisticuffs at? Please, thank you.
Wait a minute. These pages are a little bit...
A little
Nope.
sticky.
Simply average. I'm good at fencing.
Oh, good.
Oh, you unhand her.
Unhand are you, Swain?
In the meantime, I'm still in my little fly form, so I'm gonna land on Cecily's like hat or like in her hair somewhere. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah.
And I'm gonna just hang out there.
Oh, it's so fun to be a pixie.
I know it's way more fun than I thought it would be.
Wow, that's so
Actually,
cool.
Yeah, so I'm just land in her hair and just hang out.
Okay,
Does her
okay.
hair seem like hair? Doesn't seem hair-like.
Oh, yeah.
It seems hair-like, actually.
Oh,
She seems completely real.
Henri is just brilliant.
Can I go into her ear?
Oh god, I think she would notice.
Yeah, you can go into her ear.
But she
Probably
might suck.
hurt her.
Yours, don't look at me like that. Yeah, sure.
Grinding
No.
the pixie.
yeah. As you get caught up in a gear. And, and she's kind of like, oh, I can't hear out of this ear anymore.
Feels weird. Alright, never mind. I'm hanging out in her hair. Lesson
My
learned.
tiny cog.
Yeah, exactly.
Crushed by a metal hammer bone.
Okie dokie. So you're going to try and sock him in the mush.
Yep.
He's making a symbol, though.
Yeah, but then he made
Yes.
this crazy symbol, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is that?
But you've seen a lot. You're a dragon.
Right. So
Yeah.
maybe I do
Recognize
know,
it.
but maybe I don't.
All right. And let me see what he's got. Ooh.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
My goodness.
He's getting
Yeah.
between you and your thing.
And,
So
and
you're
he probably hurt
average.
Giles.
Do you have a 4 of clubs or better in your hand?
Oh, son of a.
What you got?
Ooh, is that a spade?
Oh, that's a spade, actually.
I have a
A 3. That won't do it.
three. That won't do.
No.
Oh.
All right.
All right. So you
See, doesn't
Not
kind of
fun.
just push the guy then?
well. Basically, what happens is
Yeah.
you're trying to talk to Lady Cecily. Meanwhile, Yosef comes straight up and is like, "Oh!" Swing at him. He just like
Matrix
dodges
style?
back like
Okay.
like a pugilist basically.
Yep.
And then
Wow.
like instead
the
of
hand
going into a
symbol?
guard, does this like hand
Crazy hand symbol.
movement.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorcery.
Ace of Cups, excellent. So
Son of a bitch.
basically he does that, and then all of a sudden it's like from either side of him emerge doubles of himself and Lady Cecily, like 50 on each side,
What?
and then they all just sort of converge on you.
Am I still in the original Lady Cecily's hair?
Yes.
Well, that's helpful.
That's bizarre.
I don't know who the real one is.
Yeah, exactly. You get tabs on
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
but
but
if I see you,
No.
then I'll know.
Yeah. So that's weird.
So they all
You can
converge
take, like,
on you.
50 illusions.
Holy crap.
So they all converge on you, and then immediately start running in a bunch of different directions.
Oh, confusion reigns.
Is she okay?
Although if
So
I was talking and she was right in front of me, could I grab her? Like grab her by the wrist or something like that? Like would she be running? Because she's not necessarily being... I mean, the illusions
Yeah.
are running, but would she be running?
yeah.
Well,
No.
he's grabbing her hand and he's running with
He's
her.
grabbing her hand.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your athletics?
I have good physique, but I don't
Good physique, but not so much athletics.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have good
No, that's not
athletics.
four.
Good, good. Do you have a 2 of clubs or better?
How about a queen of clubs?
Heyo. Nice. Okay. Back. Shuffle that up, draw a new one. Okay, very good. So yeah, you do grab hold of her hand.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hold on to her, I guess. And insisting, like, oh, Cecily, Henri is looking for you. He's here just to bring you back.
Okay.
Come with us.
Okay. So so there's this moment where the mysterious man turns and glowers at you.
Oh.
And he says, "I will have my revenge." And then he drops her hand and runs, along with all the other doubles of himself, off into the park.
But we have the original Cecily.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yay!
Yeah.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
So, can I...
Well done.
I'm wondering, now I'm curious, because,
Yes.
okay, so she seems human. I think she seems human.
Yep.
So I think it's a nice time for a love charm. Get her connected to this dragon fellow since he's so into her. Would a love
And he
charm
did
work on the
terrestrial.
robot? So this is our way of...
It's not automaton.
You don't know that though.
I don't know if she's an automaton. I would use it on her.
What's a robot?
It may be what?
Yeah, I want to use the love charm on her
Okay.
to connect with the dragon fellow.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm assuming she's human. But
Right.
love
For all you
charms-
know. For all
love
you know.
charms may not work on automatons, so this would be a way for
This
us
would
to
be
be like.
interesting.
But I wouldn't tell you guys, hey, the love charm, unless.
Void were prohibited. All right. Let's
So can I do a
see.
love charm on her?
Yeah. Let's see what the guidelines have to say about a love charm. Let's see here. Yes, love charms and automatons. Here we are. No.
Yes, here we are.
Yes, of course. Let's see. I think it's actually.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm overstating like what I'm doing, but it's only because I'm trying to understand like this world. And
It's
how
a
it works.
complicated world.
So,
Really.
yeah, but I hate overstating it. I'd rather be more in character, but I feel like I'm describing.
Well,
like,
No, that's fine.
I wish I didn't know she was an automaton.
I don't know.
You wish
A
you
note
did or
passed.
didn't?
A note.
I wish
a
I
note
didn't
could have
know.
been passed.
I don't know.
Passing notes
I'm
is
trying
good.
to play it now, and it's hard.
Oh yeah.
Pass notes.
I myself am trying to get away from that. So.
Why?
I love that.
Notes are
No
great.
passing?
Notes are awesome.
All right. All right.
Why are you? What's the reason behind that?
Pass.
Why? Why are
I mean,
you?
just because
I
it's
have
sometimes
knowledge now.
infuriating.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's
What do
all,
you-
and I think
what's
Well,
never have I felt like note passing was not ultimately interesting when we've done it. It's
Yeah.
like a mechanic in the game. Because it does. It has that thing where, like, yeah, like, sometimes it is hard to separate
Player
player
knowledge.
knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
But also, too, like, it makes it really fun to, like, have that surprise.
Reveal. So
Okay.
what's your philosophy behind stopping doing that?
Because it can create a situation where there's a vicarious enjoyment from everyone knowing that what the secret is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, whereas if people don't know what the secret
Oh.
is, and then the secret is partially revealed or not revealed at all, then it's just kind of like, meh, you
I feel
know?
like we've always been pretty good that, like, either the secret comes out in play or everyone's like, ooh, what'd you say? And then we're like, oh, well, I was done now. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like there's an instance where we, like,
Huh.
I think
secret
it's
keeping.
yeah.
There's pros and cons for both
Yeah, I
approaches.
think it's a little bit of both. I can
yeah.
see it both ways.
Yeah.
Because in the past, it's like,
But if you guys are
oh.
like, yay, notes, then I'm fine with that. That's fine.
Maybe I'm just biased because I really loved having it passing in Deadlands.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so pixies have a form of enchanted sight akin to the bogey's evil eye and the leprechaun's grant luck. One affected by the love charm will fall into a consuming passion for another individual or object, unless it passes unless it passes a courage check against the strength of the pixie's charm. The target of the love charm must be visible to the pixie with its unaided eye, and the target must also be able to see the object of his or her unbridled passion. As for other types of sight-based charms, as with other types of sight-based charms, a photograph will not suffice. Target may be animal, mortal, or fairy, and is not immediately aware of the enchantment, though fairy, being quite used to this sort of thing, could pick it up quickly. The nature of the passion varies from individual to individual. A parish priest will not suddenly start dating a dance hall singer,
Oh, come on.
nor will a wife leave her husband of 20 years for a younger woman if that is not her nature. The love charm may cause an individual to act as a mentor, to grant gifts and provide opportunities, to entrust with secrets, or to look out for other individuals' best interests. Pixies are hopeless romantics as a class, so their ability is most used to reconcile separated lovers or to cause the target of an unrequited passion to respond positively.
That's what you're driving at.
Yeah.
Most pixies believe that a relationship will bloom if just given a small shove. If the relationship fails afterward, they are confused and often insulted that the individuals themselves didn't respond better to the enchantment.
So I guess
That
it's
sounds
kind of
like
that argument, you know, if she's an automaton, and if she, like, say, doesn't get wound by midnight, she'll never turn on again.
That's right.
So does that make her mortal?
It is, yeah, that's a form of mortality.
Yeah,
is.
and so if it works on mortals, it's sad.
And it works on objects. Which
There
we
you
know.
go.
Well, no, because it doesn't necessarily say that it works on objects.
Objects.
Well,
For
an object can be the,
Yeah.
So even if I were to tell you that,
Because I would be like, I don't know, making a grandfather clock fall in
if you had the
love
love
with
charm on you, it
Exactly.
wouldn't matter. Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, making a clock fall in love with somebody. It's
But if
weird.
she has some level of awareness, and if she is technically mortal, maybe.
What part of her is anyway? I guess I could
Her
try
timer,
it.
her clock is mortal.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she has the possibility of never turn off.
But shouldn't dragons be with dragons? I don't know about this.
I'm pretty sure dragons are all about just versions of whatever, wherever.
Yeah. Just thinking dragons should be with other dragons. I don't know. I have to think about it some more, but I'm tempted.
Okay.
I could do like a little spark, like a little mini, like for the
Plant
day.
sure.
Yeah, plant a little seed.
Yeah,
like-
it says you can cancel love charm at any time. It lasts until you cancel
Oh,
it.
okay.
basically.
So I'm gonna
neat.
start it up. I'm gonna try to do it and see. If
Fire it up.
All right. So what do I use?
Well, you're going to use your
Love charm. Great
ability,
at love charm.
and then let's see what she's got in terms of courage. Average. You're great, you say?
I'm great.
Courage. I feel like then she has some sense of.
So I need a 4 of hearts or better.
I have an ace.
Wow.
Oh,
That'll do it.
Oh, you're stuck.
That's that's definitely a high success.
But I can stop it
Yeah.
whenever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since she's capable of falling in love.
What is this thing you call love?
But again, she will never die.
I don't know. I don't know
You
that
don't
right
know,
now.
you don't know that.
You don't know
I don't know
that. No, I'm
Well, you're about to find out.
that. Am I now?
We're about to find out.
So,
Because we don't know
draw a
who
card,
she
please. So you're returning Lady Cecily d'Henri, I imagine?
Oh wait, no. So I plant a little.
Yes. Well, and it's
It's
not
a
like a
little-
love potion number 9. I mean,
no, I
she
did
just
say that they're not aware of
It's
it.
gradual.
she's
yeah.
she's looking at Joseph with interest, like
Yeah.
So I want
Who
it
are
to be
you?
this little heart that looks like a little firework like on the side of her head.
Do we all see that?
And then I'm gonna float away and I'm gonna return into my human.
Okay. All right. So
Okay, so. Oh,
Por favor.
Yes.
yeah.
so you offer your arm.
Yes.
Okay. And
Does she take it?
yes, she does.
How could she not take my arm?
I don't know. She's weird.
I don't know, man. Good God, Niles. All right, so she just kind of says, "That was very brave of you."
Do dragons blush?
I
Puff
can
up.
tell. Puffed up. Yeah, puff up.
your fleshy ruff pops out.
Yeah.
Oh
Where my feathers would be is all.
Yeah.
God. Fluffy. Puffed out.
So I'm going to escort this fine lilac-smelling lady towards the gates.
All right, so I'm walking
So-
behind them, and I'll say, and I'll back up behind her, and I'm like, you really should consider changing your date tonight. I'm gonna keep walking.
And Gilles?
Oh, yes. So we really need to get her back to Henri. It's not what you think, but just trust me.
Oh my God!
She needs to see Henri.
Trust you?
No.
With the
I'm
prize
going back to
Henri
Byron.
is my love.
I have
okay?
only
So-
just found my prize, and you are asking me to give her up.
No, she just needs to visit.
All right, well, we'll go together. Well, I'll
Okay,
go.
yes, we'll all go together. Yeah.
I will return her myself.
Yeah, okay.
She seems a little wound up.
Yes.
All right, so hey-o.
No, she just needs to wind down a little bit.
Yeah,
No, we
she's
don't
fine.
want her to wind
No.
down.
Yeah.
I know it's a joke.
It's a joke, son.
All right.
Alrighty, so
Done. What time of day is it, by the way?
Yeah.
let's see. By this point, it's been a couple hours, so it's just early afternoon.
Oh, okay.
You've definitely got enough time to.
Why,
Get ready for the
why are
ball.
you doing that with that deck?
Yeah.
Why are you? Yeah.
All right, so you get back to Henri's place.
We sure do.
Freda, if you want to head on to the professor's house, or if you want to
Gotta
hang
get ready
around,
for the ball.
I think I might just stop in and
You know what?
pay your respects.
There might be
Yeah.
a dress we could have for her.
Oh, yes.
For
Professor
Freda?
has actually already.
Professor has a dress?
No, it's not as good as the one I can make.
Jesus
Or the one
Christ.
you
Burning.
I'm just telling you, I'm really good at making clothes. Look at this suit.
And I have no need.
I don't know about that.
like the guy in the $3,000 suit is going to listen to what you have to say. All right.
It's like a little pat of butter talking, isn't it?
No,
little pat of butter. You're kind of like the hanker for a hunk of cheese guy. All right, so
What?
you know, you can walk through all the walls. And, anyway, whatever. So, oh no, wait, it's the other guy. Whatever. I'm distracting myself. So,
So,
Are you talking
okay,
to me?
so we get to
Super
Henri's.
guy?
the dude in Sesame Street who can
Teeny
walk through
little
the
super guy.
teeny little super guy. That's
Yeah.
it. Thank you. All right, so you get to Henri's.
Okay, anyway.
And of course, he is completely,
Elated.
yes, transported by the return of his.
Aw,
Why is he so happy?
his creation.
I don't.
So in fact, that's what he says as you enter his parlor, the parlor of his hotel suite. He says, "My creation."
And I think
You
of
brought her
course,
back.
I think he means intellectually or socially.
Right, protege.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly.
I don't get it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardship
My
guy.
my clockwork automaton. You're like, well, that's a really
That's still
obscure
wearing-
metaphor.
Yeah. What kind of a term? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, but he's,
She's an
Insulting,
obedient
actually.
woman.
yeah, exactly.
She's regular.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so he wants all the details on what happened. So
So we tell him
Fill him in.
an evil sorcerer stole him.
Well, we need to keep an eye on her. Because
so
this guy.
he says, I should have known.
Who was it?
Ooh,
Count Navarra.
Navarro.
Uh-huh.
Dave Navarro?
Navarra.
Navarra, like the Cadillac
But
dealer.
does he look like Dave Navarro?
Yes.
Does.
does.
Description.
Yes.
That
Thank
fits the
We've just passed it.
description.
We've just
Yeah,
passed
of course we did
I
it.
know. Oh my God, no.
Navarra.
Navarra, like
With an E.
Navarre.
Well, he seemed like a dastard.
I shouldn't have put my trust in him.
What?
I contracted with the Freemasons to provide an illusionist.
What? Why would you do that?
I needed one to complete Lady Cecily.
What are
What?
you talking about?
What?
Well, looks like she's made of clockwork without the illusion, you know.
I can't see through illusions.
Not this one.
Wow.
This is a sorceress illusion. This isn't glamour.
Yeah, those are all
Powerful.
Huh.
Wow.
What?
Still, all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry, what?
What I will say to you is that, and I'm sorry, Joseph here, but I just want to interject and say that gentleman, whatever the sorcerer, he said he wanted to be reunited with her. He was talking to her like as though he had claim over her. So you better watch out because I don't think you've seen the last of him. Mm-hmm. He's intent on reclaiming her.
What?
Yes, and he heads over to his steamer trunk, flips it open, rummages around, pulls out some blueprints,
I'm like on it, like
Yes.
right on right.
rolls them out along his bed, and he's like, as you can see here, and there are these very detailed plans. Yeah.
This is brilliant. And look at the
Yes. The only thing I couldn't really surmount was that she has to be wound once every 24 hours. So, thus, ergo, the need to get her back by midnight. If your gears wind down, then there's no way to restore the vitality to her operation.
Well, I walk up to her and I grab her wrist and I
Yeah.
bring it to my nose and I attempt to find the blood.
The blood.
Yes, I'm smelling her wrist. Where is she?
She seems real. She has a pulse. Her hand is
It's all
warm.
the illusion. It's
I
an
don't
illusion.
believe this. This is the most incredible thing ever. Mm-hmm. So I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken because this illusion is the most perfect one of all. I don't know what to do.
Oh.
You're gonna go to
Does
the
that
ball
break
there, right?
the pixie spell? Does it?
The pixie spell is on her, not me.
That's on her.
Oh, it's on her.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's looking at you
I don't know.
and she says, I do wish you wouldn't feel so poorly on my behalf.
What the hell are you? I say.
I'm Lady Cecily.
Do you have a soul? Or energy or something?
What does Henri say? Henri would
I
Yeah,
do.
would you
I have
care about a
energy.
soul?
I would. Well, I know
Henri,
humans have souls.
yes. Henri is just kind of looking at this playing out. Mm-hmm. And he says, Lady Cecily, are you feeling something for this gentleman?
And is she?
She says, I believe I am.
Whoa.
Well, that's enough for me.
Bring the feels.
Except that's the extra onion layer is that it's caused by fairy enchantment.
But I don't know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know
So
that.
she's
I
a
think
clockwork
this is
automaton
terrific.
with sorceress illusion with fairy spawned emotions.
Right.
What if the illusion got
Wow.
shattered? What would she look like?
Well, I'm looking at her blueprints right here.
Right.
She's gorgeous.
I mean, would she look like a
She's
metal
basically
brass
like a steampunk
robot?
version of the
Like TikTok.
robot from Metropolis.
Metropolis
Oh,
is exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
So lots of gears and cogs, but yeah, kind of very robotic. Yeah.
So could the sorcerer actually cease this magic from wherever he is, or once he set it in motion, is it independent from him?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
He can only, but he could break the spell.
He could, but he'd have to. It's not as easy as you. You know, like you. All you have to do is go like that.
And we're done.
For him, he has to actually like unweave the spell himself. You know.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Oh,
More
that's-
time consuming.
Yeah.
The stars have to be right.
So
Basically,
yeah, exactly.
yeah. He has to do a ritual.
That's all his
Yeah,
card.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, no, she really does. I mean, okay, so I'm just watching this play out because I know that her feelings are like she can't have feelings. I gave her feelings,
Oh wow.
so they're not real.
Mm-hmm.
Was she designed to have
but
feelings?
if she can have feelings, then isn't that potential for reality?
Getting into some
You see?
singularity shit here.
Yeah. So
Wow.
How can I know that my feelings are real?
I mean, how do any of us know?
We don't.
The grandest illusion of all. I'm just like, I'm trying to resist the urge to like touch her again.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Does she have like a? I mean, where? So okay. So Henri, where do you wind her up?
Oh, it's just here, and he nods to her, and she takes a seat very daintily on a little settee, and kind of pulls up the back of her hair, which is tied up anyway, and you can see this little brass-lined hole right at the base of her skull, and then he reaches under his shirt and pulls out this gold chain with this dainty little key on it.
Oh my gosh. Is
And
that the
sticks it-
only key?
That is the only key.
Oh my gosh.
Sticks it in and twists it,
Moly,
and as
I
he's
know.
twisting it, you're gonna like.
I'm just like in there watching. Oh wow.
Dragon.
This is messing me
Can
up.
you make a copy of that key? Or is it possible?
I suppose it's possible. Yes.
Why wouldn't you
okay.
make a copy of the key?
Very
Jade
delicate.
would like-
Very delicate.
Possession of her own key.
Yeah.
Why can't
Perhaps
you
you
wind
would.
yourself up?
Well, that's an excellent question. I don't see any reason why not.
Why'd you put it in the
You
back
simply
of her
haven't
head?
asked.
She can still reach it.
Well, I mean, if you look at the way
That's
it's
true.
designed, I mean, clearly this is the most logical point. I mean, with all of the clockwork and I mean, there's a design. It makes sense. It works.
It has to reach her clockwork brain.
I believe you. Well, this is weird.
Clearly, where else would you put it?
Her belly button?
Yeah.
Up her nose.
It was either that or the anus. All right. So
Jesus. So, Dragon.
You're gonna need a bigger key.
Ah.
That's the winner.
give sit and spin a whole new meaning. All right. So
So, Dragon, what do you make of this?
Terrible.
You seem like a romantic, but I mean, this.
Well, if she says she has feelings for me, I mean, I'm hardly a real man myself.
Yeah, well.
Oh, illusions on illusions.
Yeah.
yeah, I like that 3 of the people in the room right now are not what they seem.
That's right.
If we were to see you all in your true forms, I'm pretty sure we'd be pretty mind-fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, probably.
Uh huh.
So anyway, do you think? So
At
I'm gonna
first,
ask.
I was terribly disappointed, crushed, horrified, but she thinks she has some feelings for me. And I will go forward on that.
She feels like she has feelings.
She feels like she might feel something.
So I'm gonna ask her. So are you going to go to the ball with? Can the dragon escort
What? No, what? No.
the
I
lady?
couldn't- What?
So Henri turns to Joseph and says, "With your permission, my lord, I was going to debut the Lady Cecily tonight, so I would like to escort her."
No. You
But-
will never debut her in public.
Whoa.
What?
She is not a tinker toy to be shown off like frog in a public square. I don't think so.
But this is my masterwork. You do not
Truly,
understand.
this is incredible. This is an absolute breakthrough. Nothing like this has ever been accomplished before, ever. It completely changes clockwork as we know it.
I won't have it.
Oh.
Well, how does the lady feel about it?
Oh God,
Aha!
that's a conflict.
Yeah.
I'm totally pro-feminist, man.
I'm gonna just furl out the little. I'm gonna flare up the feelings for this guy just a little bit more.
Stoke it a little more.
Yeah, I'm gonna just poke it a little so that she can feel a little bit more like she wants the dragon to escort her.
She would need to be protected, and I won't allow her to be displayed publicly.
So she says, "This is impossible. I cannot choose between my creator and the creature for whom I feel love. Is this what love feels like?"
The room is spinning.
I cannot choose.
Okay.
Wow.
Gonna be me v. Henri here.
Arm wrestle for it.
There be both. Why can't she be debuted? But you also serve as her escort and protector. Surely it would be an honor to be in the arm of the honored guest, as it sounds she would be at the ball. For she is not an object. She is merely the most wondrous being on the face of the planet.
Wow, when you put it like that, I don't want to see her up on a stage, though. You see?
No.
Well, I mean,
Unless we were dancing
she's the guest
together.
of honor. She's the guest
It's
of
more
honor.
of a Deb kind of thing.
Yeah, she's the guest
It's
of
not
honor.
like
he is
putting
the
on the
guest
Ritz.
of honor. I believe that Henri is
Exactly.
going to acknowledge that if his creation does have
Alright.
Yeah.
life of her own, then that deems respect, I see. But again, I think it sounds like she'd appreciate your company and your protection. So why can't we have both?
Okay.
That apple-cheeked smile.
Yes. I see it your way
Perfectly reasonable of you.
now.
I'm
Yes.
actually quite charismatic, so.
It worked.
She won't be objectified.
It worked.
Sorry.
This
Okay.
object will not be objectified.
Your presence will,
Right. Okay.
help pave the way for her.
And Henri, your
Introduction.
career will be.
Yeah.
Secure.
Yeah.
That you could
But
even
truly, this
think
is
about
the most wondrous creation I could not have even fathomed. And yet, it all makes perfect sense.
Okay.
The best dissertation project ever.
Dude.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. So we should go back and change.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about
I
that
guess you
time.
don't.
No,
Here.
I'll change it.
Yeah.
Hey, you got your uniform.
I gotta
You're
shave.
You look great.
good. Shave those feathers
Comb your
off.
hair.
Yeah. No.
You have like
Plucks.
little-
Yeah.
Your little feathers.
so gross.
It is just-
Yeah.
Little pin feathers.
Oh,
Now the pin
God.
feathers are coming out.
Like on a plucked turkey, something. Just get the
Exactly like
little
that.
things
Yeah.
sticking.
Yeah, or chicken.
Well, alright, on that gross note.
I gotta go home and get my
Really,
pliers.
Like perfectly smooth, like marble-like skin, and here and then it's like like a
Little
raw
feather.
chicken.
Yeah.
Turkey
Gross. So,
Oh, and I have something for you. So that, not that you need any improving.
I stop at that.
Oh.
Oh,
But you may
that's
like
cool.
this.
Oh,
I have
that's
a
cool.
comb that is an universal key. Oh, that's pretty cool. So
That's
you might come in useful.
I'm honored. Your gift humbles me. That is very kind of you.
Okay, I'll just help you put it in your hair there. Okay.
and you managed to do her hair
Yes.
perfectly.
Okay.
nice.
All right.
Now you look pretty.
All right.
I
I blush profusely. I know I don't belong here.
That's not
Aw.
true.
Aww.
Without you, I would have had to beat Henri to death. So
Just keep beating until there's like just
Nothing
holes
left.
mashed into the
Funky
carpeting. Yeah.
Just little
Accent
crow's
to
feet.
your brilliance, my dear.
Oh goodness. Now she's really blushing.
Aww. All right, let's go.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go back to the queen.
Yes.
This is boring me a
You
little
do.
bit.
You do have to tend to the queen. Stop boring
You're
everybody.
boring everyone.
oh my god.
So I'm gonna go back to the queen. And I'm gonna just tell her what I did today.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her everything.
Oh wow.
And she's like my boss. She summons me. I don't know how she summons me, but she summons me. And,
Yeah, you are required.
yeah, and then I just have to. I'm compelled to obey. So I'm going to go and make sure she's all right, feeling well. And then I'm going to tell her all the ridiculous human gossip that I acquired over the course of the day.
She's loving this.
Oh, she does.
She thinks she's going to be in the know before everyone else is ball.
That's
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No wonder she conjures you.
Yep. So I'm going to tell her about all that stuff.
The juiciest goods.
Although I still don't have a date for the ball, but she ignores me when I say that. I tried, but failed.
Where? No.
So it's okay.
Well, you'll be going with her.
Frida
anyway,
wouldn't-
so.
She's not going with me. She doesn't want to go
Oh,
with
that's
me.
your professor.
Yeah, and I offered to make a really nice
that's
dress.
she. Sorry.
And she still didn't take me up on my offer, so
I already have a really nice dress.
You
I'm a
don't.
professor.
You don't.
so I am going to see everyone at the ball. I'm very excited.
Yes.
What are you doing over there?
No, I'm just checking something. I'm listening. You're excited about the ball.
Yeah, I told her that I put the love spell on the automaton. What did you think of that?
She's like, oh, that's fascinating.
Isn't it weird?
Oh, that's fascinating.
It's incredibly queer, so I think we'll see what happens. I can
Most
remove
queer
it at any
indeed.
time, which I think would be really interesting to see if maybe if she would
How
continue to
cool.
feel those feelings. Because sometimes that happens, you know, if you put a love charm on somebody and then
Yes, I suppose so.
those feelings remain. There's a weird echo effect, I think, that
Yes.
happens.
You did
So-
run into some problems with that before, though.
You know,
Yeah.
the fact that you bring up Lancelot and Guinevere every it was a mistake. Alright.
Very well, very well.
But
Oh, that again.
that I know. Every
Not
goddamn
that
time.
old thing.
But I will say that, yeah, I mean, we'll see if this thing, it's not really human, but it's not Fae. I don't know what it is, but we'll see if this thing could continue to have feelings if I remove the feelings away.
Wow.
Indeed.
Who knows?
Yes,
It's just an experiment.
it's at your discretion.
Exactly.
Very good. So,
Wow.
the sun has set, the lamps are lit,
Yes.
and the carriages are pulling up
Yeah.
This is majestic time.
Yeah.
outside the Imperial Palace grounds. So you are all arriving around the same time.
I'm gonna look slightly different. I mean,
Oh, really?
I kind of still look like myself,
Okay.
but a little, well, my human form. But I'm just a little taller, a little, I look a little more mature.
Okay. Okay.
I look like Daniel Day-Lewis in The Bounty.
Ooh.
Really putting on a charm. Yeah.
And yet,
Damn it. Little stuff. Yeah.
Little chicken
But you'd have to know to see it. So you know.
now I can't unsee.
Wow.
You can't unsee.
That
And yeah, you're
automaton.
still Daniel Day-Lewis.
In The Bounty. Mid-80s.
Woofed up.
Mid-80s. Mid-80s.
Mid-80s.
Mid-80s vintage.
Can you handle this?
No. That's gonna be no. The answer's always no.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you can't handle it. Alright, so
Oh, okay. So you're all arriving at the Imperial Palace. It is a grand estate, obviously. You know, they've got some you know, limelight lamps lighting up the exterior walls, and you know, people are pulling up in their carriages, being escorted up the stairs, heading through the grand entryway. Into the massive proscenium, and then on to the ballroom itself. Let's see if
Beautiful.
we actually have somewhere around here. I have an imperial ball, but doesn't appear to be anywhere around.
Okay.
So, anyway, I'll keep looking for it while I'm talking. So anyway,
Where is
there it is.
the
No,
Countess?
that's
Where's the Countess?
the Countess. You mean Cecily?
Yes.
That's kind of small, but anyway, there you go. That's the ballroom.
Is she here?
She's got to be with us, right?
She is with you.
All right.
She
I
is
believe
with
there
you.
would have been a convening, as
Right.
you know,
We all
it's been
go
agreed
as a
upon
team.
that you will
That's right.
aid in her escorting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it means if you were, you know, the plus one, and she's, you know, then the four of you are really kind
Yes.
of.
Yeah. Maybe I could be Henri's guest.
You kind of are, yes,
Yeah.
unofficially. That's
I mean,
kind of how it
she's
shook
on
out.
his
Yeah.
arm,
Yeah,
and,
so that's all good enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Okay.
and then Indigo, of course, you're there with Queen Titania.
Really?
Among other people, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, that's the party you arrived
That's
with.
who I arrived with.
Wow.
So then, I mean,
Part of the
hey,
entourage.
so you guys probably think a little bit better of me now. Like, I mean, look at me, I'm looking like a badass with like the queen, right?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
damn impressed, actually.
Okay, you should be.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep, she's resplendent with diamonds and pearls woven into her hair, and the best kind of gown with like fairy silk and various accoutrements, very tastefully arranged. And Lady Cecily, of course, looks marvelous, and yeah, even Freda cleaned up pretty well.
Master picked out a lovely dress for me.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot a little.
This peach color really sets off my brass colored eyes.
I'm gonna zap
What
a little
color
bit.
Brass colored.
Maybe
Not
she's
quite
an
brown, not
Is
quite
she
brown.
one too?
Are you an
Okay.
automaton?
I'm questioning
Yes.
everything.
I'm gonna set a little glamour her way, so she
Oh.
can look a little bit more
I don't even
Nice.
to
notice.
fit in with
Yeah.
that.
I'm looking for Julie.
No, you
Wood.
wouldn't. No,
Fangirling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but she'd end up getting more attention from other people.
Yes.
if she looked.
Only if they're famous scientists.
So I'm gonna
Well, I
boost
notice.
that. I'm gonna boost that over there just for fun.
That's
see what
fine.
happens.
That's fine.
Softy.
Well, mostly because I just want to see what happens. Like, see you squirm under more attention from.
I'm oblivious.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm thinking men would pay more attention to her
I'm
and be like,
oblivious.
oh.
Who's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you all proceed down to the ballroom. There's waltzes playing,
Yay!
people dancing.
Cool.
Typical large ballroom with a veranda along the south side, and
Would anyone think it was odd if two dwarves decided to dance together and then
No.
we're gonna dance?
Yeah.
When you're surrounded by fairies,
Pick
I'm
up your
pretty
heels.
Sure
They wouldn't. Yeah.
rules.
Nobody
of
cares.
your-
yeah, you're surrounded by fairies, mad scientists, and sorcerers.
And
Nobody
dragons.
cares.
Yeah,
And
I was gonna
dragons,
say I'm pretty sure rules of like androgyny versus gender, like
somewhat more relaxed. Yes, especially when it comes to dwarves.
So I'll give Henri some dancing lessons. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you drop into the general swirl. Anyone else dancing?
I'm dancing.
You're dancing.
If she dancing?
She's dancing.
Well, I have my
Wow.
hand on her
Professor.
tiny waist, and away we go.
Yay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And
very
Indigo.
grandfatherly.
I'm observing. I'm gonna just see. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Gonna just see what's up.
Okay, so yeah, you're all enjoying yourselves capitally.
She's wearing pearls.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
And suddenly,
Suddenly.
the music stops. Von Straub! And the crowd on the dance floor begins to part. And you can see down to the other end of the dance floor is Count de Navarre. I'm calling you out, Von Straub. The girl is mine.
Never!
Oh.
Then
we shall settle this with steel.
Yes.
Oh.
the fairies are
The fairies are like, oh,
Oh, what the hell?
Christ.
Why?
Oh,
But why?
son of a.
Well, it was a really nice party we were having there.
It's feeling really nice.
whipping out their steel now.
Shank of the night.
Holy crap.
So he has a rapier. Do you have a rapier or
I
a
have whatever
saber?
my dress uniform would include.
That would be a saber.
I have a saber.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So we are busting out the dueling rules.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's clubs. I hope you
real.
have some clubs
Yeah.
up in there.
These work separately from the regular combat rules, which we haven't really
No idea if
delved
I'm any good at
into.
this or not.
Does
Okay.
this require like clubs?
So you might need clubs,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Ooh.
What is your fencing?
It is. I'm great at courage, and following that is fencing.
So you're good at fencing.
Yep.
Okay. So deal yourself 3 cards. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 cards.
Ah!
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh,
3 times 2. 6 cards.
son of a.
Dear God.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. And I shall deal 6 for myself.
Do I look at the cards?
Yeah, you can look at them. Yeah.
Any clues?
Awesome.
2, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay.
So, here's how it works. The duel breaks down into rounds.
Yes.
There are 3 exchanges per round. Okay?
All right.
So, like that, right? Okay. For each exchange, you are going to play.
Can you see what you're reading there?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Thank you. Let's see here. Okay. So for each exchange, you are going to play 2 cards.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, let's see here. These cards represent rests. Okay, so look at your cards.
Yes.
A face card represents a rest.
Okay.
Okay. A red suit represents an attack, and
Okay.
a black suit represents a defense.
Got it.
Okay. So let's see here. Okay.
I know.
Wow.
So, what you're going to do, we don't look at the values for this.
Fine.
Okay. So for each exchange, you're going to choose 2 cards and play them. I choose 2 cards and play them. The only limit, you can do 2 defenses, you can do 2 attacks, you can do 2 rests, or you can do any combination, within those. The only hard and fast rule is that the number of rests you have to take per round is defined by your fencing ability. So with a good fencing, you have to take 3 rests per round.
What does that mean?
Do you mean per round per combat?
Per 3 exchange, there's 3 exchanges in a round, right? So you have to play at least 3 rests during that round. So you could play 1 rest.
There's 3
exchanges in a round.
That's right, but you're playing 2 cards per exchange. So you could play an exchange.
So what you're saying is there's a total of 6 actions, say, between all of these rounds.
Yes.
Because you're playing 2 at a time. 3 of those will have to be rests.
Yes.
But I've only
But you can choose to break up those 3 rests however you want.
I only have the 6 cards though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that many rests.
Yeah.
So let's see what that. Let's see here. Both dealers secretly pick 2 cards. The ones in their hand represent their actions. Okay. And let's see. Once cards compare the outcomes determine the exchange ends, duelists put their cards back into their hands. So you can play the same cards multiple times.
There we go.
That makes way more
That
sense.
makes more
Okay.
sense to me.
So with 3 rests, you could spread it out and you could play 1 rest per exchange in
Right.
addition to an attack or a defense.
Got it.
Right.
Or you could save it up.
All right. Very well.
And so what exactly is the rest? Like, what is that?
The black card.
The face card. Face
No,
card.
no, no,
Oh.
but I mean, like, in terms of...
No, I'm lost.
Would you drop your weapon? Like, not on the floor, but I mean, like, on your arm? Or...
A rest is basically, it's basically, you're leaving your defense open.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and how many times do I have to play that?
I used to fence up
You have to do it
myself.
3 times.
Yeah.
I remember.
You're presuming that I have a face card.
Do you not have a face
I
card?
do have a face card, but what if I didn't?
Excellent question.
All right,
Yeah, but here we are.
here we are.
Okay.
They're just trying it out.
Let's, in the spirit of experimentation, I'll lay
Yes.
these 2 cards down.
Okay.
Where are we
so
gonna-
are you laying
Wherever.
them
You
down
want.
in the
Let's
order
switch.
that you wish to play them?
You're going to lay them down 1 per exchange. So you're just going to choose 2 cards from your hand.
Backache.
Oh yeah, good to move around then.
Yeah.
Okay, choose
Stand
2
over
from your
here.
hand.
There you go.
There you go. All right, so we each played an attack and we each played a defense.
Right.
So those are going to cancel each other out. Okay?
All right. And they go back into the
You
hand.
go back into the hand.
So you guys are like you're matching each other's moves.
Exactly,
Okay, blocking each
exactly.
other and-
Now let's
Okay.
see here. There was one interesting thing. All defense cards. Okay, very good. All right, so we will now do a second round. Okay. So we each played a rest, and Joseph played an attack, and I played a defense. So again, that's a wash. Okay.
It's like rock, paper, scissors. You
In a
just-
way, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And now,
Okay, and now, see, I realized I did this wrong.
All right.
But I should have played a rest each round because I only have one face card.
Right, me too.
Aha! So we each needed to play a rest each round.
All right.
All right. But anyway, we're both playing a rest. Let's just say that. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So the first round ends.
Very well.
Got it?
Okay, so you guys are like equally matched.
It's very
You're
exciting.
both strong, and yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out how the action is looking.
So basically, the way this is so this is part of the dueling mechanics is sizing up your opponent.
Right.
So now we both know that we each only have one face card,
We're very
and so
well
that
matched.
we'll be playing a rest every round.
Every
And so
round.
the question or every exchange. So the question is, what's the other card?
is it
gonna be?
defense or an attack?
That's
right.
right.
And okay, ready?
Okay,
Yes.
let's do it. Ah. All right.
Now we've done that.
Okay, so we both played a defense card
And a rest.
So when a defense is played by each,
Yes.
then we are locked in a cour à cour. The hilt is locked. I'll get you, Volstrop. So that's right. So let's see here.
Oh my god.
Let's see. No. So what is your physique?
Oh.
It's good.
Yeah, it must be.
It's
Dragon.
good.
It's good.
It's good.
Good.
All right, his is good as well.
All right.
So basically, we both unlock and
Yes.
jump back 3 feet
Yes.
from each other.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right.
All
Like
right.
you do.
Like you do.
All right, that's going to
Okay.
stay down.
Yeah, you might as well keep that down. Okay.
Woo!
Here we go. Aha! Cling! All right. So he tries to press his advantage. You defend. And
This is round 2, right?
yes.
So now we're 3.
Okay. So we both played an attack.
This is the core again, right?
No.
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 Defense on defense.
Yeah.
So, with simultaneous attack versus attack, both attacks hit. Okay, so you are using a saber. He is using
That's exactly right.
He is using a
I was gonna
rapier. So you're going to consult your physique to find out what sort of damage you do.
It's good.
So your physique is good. Okay. He's using his fencing, which is also
Oh,
good.
I have fencing too.
Okay, that's if you have a
since I'm using a
rapier,
saber.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay, all right.
Right. Okay, so let's see, good versus good. That okay. so basically, we push each other back again.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've pushed each
Off
other back.
again.
All right. Okay, new round. Defend against an attack. Defend against an attack. Ah! All right. All right. Here we go. New round. All right. New round. Okay. Attack versus attack again. So again, you push each other back.
So how is that gonna resolve then? I mean,
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
In a second.
Okay.
All right. So let's see here. Especially. Where was that one thing that I saw? 1 second.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of like playing like war.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laying down some wins.
Oh, here we go. These two. Okay.
I think I know what's going to happen.
You do?
I do.
I'm just seeing what happens.
This guy does not play fair.
No, he doesn't. But we'll see.
Yep, I'll see.
But you're a dragon. Maybe you can I don't know. Can you?
I'm going to pop in my mouth and kill him.
Transform into a dragon and eat him.
Let him alive.
The end.
I mean, if you were so
Yeah.
impassioned,
Yeah.
I'm picturing
just
it
imagine you
like,
knocking the buffet table over with your wings.
exactly. I'm picturing how like an owl would, eat something
Yeah,
and
and
just
then
regurgitate its
yeah.
bones later.
Yeah.
Little pellet.
Yeah.
Fur and bone.
Yeah. His mustache.
All bundled in a
Oh
little
my god. And his cape, bubbled his cape.
turd. Yeah. I made felt. Look.
Oh my god. Do you give gifts of your felts? Or do you like felting? Like
I love felting.
Ooh.
collect
Okay.
fine felts from around the world.
Felty pelts.
Here we go.
All right, now what?
All right. New round.
You're round.
Okay. Kura again.
Uh-huh.
this time he's up close to you. And he says,
mesmerizing.
He says, I hate to say it, sir, but I think we are evenly matched.
Never!
Wrong.
What if I were to tell you
Yes.
Uh-oh.
that the illusion that I cast upon that automaton was based on a real woman?
What if I was to tell you that I know who she was?
Oh.
The guy just looked like confused, like, what?
So he steps back and with a flourish sheathes his sword.
Oh.
Do you guys need to go have like a drink and talk about this?
Come on, buddy.
We're like really confused. We need to talk this out over a snifter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
She's sort of in front of the court. I can't run him through in front of everyone.
Well, you could, but, you know.
No, I can't live with the
Being bad
consequences of
keeping.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was exciting.
So he says that, so he sheathed his sword, and then what?
And then I sheathed mine.
That's
Okay.
right.
Because I have to.
Yeah.
And we made quite a
Honorable.
display of ourselves in
I'm
front
sure.
of these fine people.
You have indeed.
Is Cecily impressed? Like, can she feel, like, impressed by any of this?
She was watching rather impassively, actually.
Yeah.
She's a lady.
Maybe recording.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
remove the love charm.
Ooh.
Just now?
Just to see what happens.
Cancel love charm.
Mischief.
Mischievous little
call you-
thing.
Because I heard that. Because I heard him say that, right?
Yes.
I mean, did we hear
Yeah.
the sorcerer say that?
Yeah.
So
Everyone? Oh.
obviously this is a
Well, it's
this is a
very
prop.
quiet, I'm sure, in
Oh,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, the
Here.
band stopped.
Oh yeah.
Echoing,
And you could hear their
What,
snarling
might be
conversation.
Whispering, maybe? Like
Oh well,
really
of course now there's lots of
quietly,
whispering, but
Yeah.
But the
So I'm
pixie
gonna
heard.
remove the love charm
we're gonna take
from
that as a given.
Cecily.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Probable, but there you have it.
Yeah.
So just checking how something works here. So so he says, "Oh, so you know who she is, do you?
Indeed, I do.
And who would that
Do
be?"
you know who she is?
Yes, I do.
Number 31.
She is.
Or is it 32?
She's number one.
She's number one.
She's number one.
She's number one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he says, she's the love of my life.
What fuckers?
Oh, my.
So he wants both for himself. That selfish good bastard.
Oh, she's no longer alive.
No, my lady, who said that out in the crowd. I cannot have her, for she is.
No more.
She is.
No, Pixie, shut up.
No,
Damn it,
no. I'm trying to monologue.
Bear with me.
Bear with me. She is.
Getting there.
She is too great a lady for me.
That's no surprise.
But I thought that perhaps.
Damn it.
Is she a countess?
I actually
countess.
I laughed when you said that.
That's no surprise.
I probably snorted one. Say what?
Too great a lady for you.
She's too great a lady for me. I thought that perhaps with the Lady Cecily I could come close to recreating what I almost had.
Pathetic. Pathetic. Pathetic.
Aww.
So much cheering from the crowd.
Poor Dave Navarro.
So what are you thinking?
I think you are my brother, sir.
Oh.
I think we share the same beating heart. For I, too, have lost this self-same woman
Wow.
through my own foolish disregard. I call her the Countess. She was known to me hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years.
Oh,
Hundreds of years. Yeah, watermelon.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Peas and carrots.
And he says, "Well, the lady I speak of is immortal, but
Yes.
amortal, not immortal.
Yes.
But I think you are right. I think you are right.
Okay.
I can only prevail upon your honor, sir, that you may allow me to pursue the hand of Lady Cecily, as I wish, and in return I shall tell you of the other. For you are a dragon lord, and you are perhaps more worthy of her attention."
It's a trap.
Is it a trap?
I agree to your contest over the will of the lady, for I believe I will best you there, as I have bested you everywhere else.
Oh! Rhubarb.
When was that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what the
like,
fuck?
what did we just see? What did
It's a tie, right?
It's a tie, yeah.
All right.
So,
So we're gonna compete now for the hand of the lady
how do you want to do that?
with cards.
I know you did. Yeah.
What does Cecily think?
Should we battle over?
Yeah,
it?
actually, that's fine.
I'm curious.
We just
What
did
is
though.
she-
We just did.
You just had your
We just
duel,
did.
yeah.
She's all
We're
impassive and
tied.
And
weird.
you're
Well,
actually agreeing to just.
You could try again because if we get a different mix of cards, it will affect how it goes.
But we just did it.
Yeah, well, you'll save it for another. This is a
We'll do
long
another-
game.
yeah,
This is a
Until
long game.
until next you meet.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. If she will not make the decision right now, then we will begin this process.
Excellent. So she is looking impassive again,
Yeah.
and she just looks to Henri and says, she says, whatever Henri decides will be fine.
Oh.
Wow,
Whoa.
she's just. Why do you want this thing? That's what I say to him. Why do you want? She's nothing. She doesn't exist. She has no mind.
I'm ignoring you.
Yeah, I know. And here I am just
You're like
talking to myself.
I'm ignoring.
Yeah, like I told you.
All right. So Henri says, I've taken my part in creating the Lady Cecily, but I cannot determine her destiny.
Oh. Wow.
What's her problem?
Well said, my dear.
What is she? She's just not doing anything.
So then she turns to the two of you and she says, well then I will give my devotion to whichever of you two bests the other in whichever means
All right.
you see fit.
Okay. This is gonna take years. This is gonna be a long,
Not if I have anything to say about
long,
it.
drawn out affair.
Unless you.
We'll
choose
see.
The other lady.
What?
The
The other
original
lady, the original,
Oh, the original lady. I forgot about her.
The real mortal one.
the one the sorcerer knows about. She has to be a
I
dragon.
completely forgot about her in
She
my
has
quest
to
for
be
the
a dragon.
existing one in front of me. Okay. So, what can I give you, sir, to divulge the name of the countess? I mean, this woman.
Simply a promise that you will no longer interfere with my quest for the Lady Cecily's hand.
She doesn't love you.
Very well then. I will capitulate.
Excellent. My lady, when he turns to her, she gives him her hand. And he looks back at you and he says, I give you my word as a gentleman that I will tell you who this lady is in more private setting.
It's fine.
Oh, why not just in the back room over there?
Could be.
That's not a private setting.
The walls have ears.
Do you want me to go with you?
What?
Yeah, hey. I'm willing to go and hang out. I mean, I might hear other things that you don't hear.
They might, actually.
Oh, yeah?
But he doesn't want to say that tonight, does he? He's stringing me along.
He's stringing you along.
All right, then.
You should make an appointment with this fellow.
Yes.
All right.
Take her arm. Until then.
Yeah.
It's my escort for the evening.
One last dance.
Like doll's arms.
Oh my god.
No.
Handy.
So,
Oh no!
so yeah. So basically, the remainder of the evening passes by with relatively less drama.
Right.
Boring.
Does Junka meet anyone notable?
Are you looking for anyone notable?
Jules Verne, she just...
No Jules Verne.
It was
unfortunately.
mostly no. It was Brian.
Oh, Rhyme Engine Master.
Yeah.
Henri says he will get you in touch with him.
Okay.
You know, mailing address.
Mailing out P.O. Box.
P.O. Box.
P.O. Box. Yeah. He says he'll write a letter of recommendation on your behalf.
Wow.
Well, that's...
Introducing you.
That's awesome.
I hope the professor heard that.
Indeed, he did. And so, sometime later, Joseph von Straub receives a letter from the Count de Navarre, informing you that his lady love is one Lady Margaret Morland.
Okay.
She's the sister of a famous British sorcerer.
Shit.
Oh.
All right.
He encloses a little cameo photo of her. And indeed, she looks exactly like Lady Cecily.
Minus that keyhole.
Minus the keyhole. Yes.
Okay.
And as for
The peerage and find her.
Gilles and Henri,
Yeah.
Henri is showered in plaudits and congratulations on his great masterwork. And
And
the
master entertainment for the evening.
yes, as it turns out, and the emperor himself requests a private audience
Whoa.
with the dwarf,
Oh my god.
and
oh my god.
so
Yeah. Well, I always knew he was brilliant.
and so basically he is sort of swept away without
No!
being able to kind of give proper farewell.
The pain of the fame.
Yeah.
And he's on a train the next morning with the emperor going out to one of the emperor's private lodges out in the countryside.
Oh.
How can
no.
you weaponize your skills?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
So
Because I don't know, he seemed like he wasn't too interested.
No, he wasn't, was he?
But this would be a huge motivator. Like, this is just the thing we need to launch ourselves into a different realm. Anyway.
So yes, Henri once again passes out of your
Yeah.
life.
See, that's how it is. He goes away, he comes back, and I welcome him in open arms. This is how we are.
Sure, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. I wish I could be like you. I wish I was strong enough to let things go.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he'll come back.
And
I know he will.
Indigo, of course, you return to the fairy court with
Yeah.
the queen, soon to find other adventures.
Oh,
so.
boy.
Elsewhere,
Yeah. Erasing chalkboards and
causing mischief.
causing mischief wherever I go.
Indeed.
Hopefully.
All right, and so that is the conclusion of the story. Like Clockwork.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Really neat.
Yay.
Woo.
So many unexpected twists and turns.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. So
I'm spent.
fun. Yeah. A lot. Plus, we're learning this system.
Yeah, the system with the cards and
Yeah.
they are
That's
painful
exciting.
cards.
I know.
yeah, I'm using an alternate system from this source book, which is
Right.
much more kind of narrative. So like that's why a lot of the stuff you guys are doing, I was just like, yep, sounds good, because it's sort of like that's what this chart is. You just look at it, and if it's white, then that's a
Then
success.
it's,
So like if you're good and you're doing something at hard difficulty, then it's going to be a partial success.
Cool. Yay.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, great.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Indeed.